Hello there, everyone. Can you see us? Can you hear me? Wait 15 seconds because chat can't respond.
Chelsea, can you hear me? Sorry. Oh,
Hello,
Jesus.
everyone, and welcome to Goats. Up. Okay. Read the poem first. Welcome to Goats of Saltmarsh. Helpful Goat presents Goats of Saltmarsh, which is Helpful Goat Gaming playing the Wizards of the Coast adventure campaign. It's in between. It's a source book. The Ghosts of Saltmarsh. I will read Chelsea's poem. Another adventure with the Saltmarsh gang. This campaign has really set off with a bang. We've had questionable Wizards of the Coast description, writing, and spooky skeleton fighting, hobgoblin love stories, burrito challenges, world-saving fungus cults too. Oh, hello there, Galway and Rachel. I can see and hear you. Thank you so much for that, as always, Chelsea.
Oh, Chelsea, you're the best.
For Helpful Goat Gaming, I'm Galway, one of the founders of Helpful Goat. We are a small, independent game design and game content creation community. We're coming to you tonight playing some D&D 5th edition. But before we get started with diving more into the campaign, recapping, etc. A couple of quick things. As I mentioned, we are a gaming community. If you would like to follow us, you can follow us here on Twitch for absolutely no expense and get notified whenever we go live. We stream multiple times a week. This week, we have this. Tomorrow, we have the first episode of Season Arc Chunk 2 of Spire, which I have termed the rechunkening. Until Elise actually physically hurts me for doing that, I'm going to keep calling it that. So super looking forward to that. Season 1 was amazing. Season 2 is, I'm sure, going to be absolutely incredible. Rachel will be playing in that. And then on Friday we have, oh god, which week is it? Fates of Rin? Yeah, Fates of Rin. Yeah. Sorry, I'm fine. I remember where things are. You can join our long-form campaign, which is level 1 to level 20, probably. Currently level 14, we just leveled. So come see some, I think that's still tier 3 play. Join the family, which also features Rachel guest starring as the not at all level 14 Artificer Clem, who is just trying not to die from one hit on something attacking us.
I love it.
So that's our programming for the rest of the week. We will have updates on what's coming next week because it'll probably be shuffled around a little bit given that it's Christmas week. We won't have probably our normal Friday content, but we'll see about scheduling. Might contact the tier crew and see if we can move that around. Still get a game in. Besides that, if you would like to follow us, get announcements, etc., you can follow us on Twitter at Helpful Goat. You can check out our YouTube archive for all of our past adventures. Just YouTube, look for Helpful Goat or Helpful Goat Gaming. Both should lead to us. And then if you really would like to be involved, hang out with us, get to see some exclusive sort of internal streams, have the most up-to-date information, use !Discord in the chat, and it will get you a link to join our Discord. We do a lot of stuff there. We interact with a lot of people. If you've ever seen one of our Goat's Eye View segments, we source most of the questions from there. We float entire ideas about them for there. So we have a ton of fun. I really encourage you to do that. It's been enormously helpful getting me through 2020. It's been a great time. Let's see. Outside of that, you can use the !donate command in chat, and that will take you to a national housing assistance organization. Going without housing in winter in the United States is incredibly hard. COVID is making it even harder. And like I said, just for tangible things, it's been in the 20s the last 3 or 4 days and snowing most of them where I am. I would not want to be outside. It's real bad. So we encourage you to go and look at those national organizations. We also encourage you to look for a local organization, especially one with a housing first policy. Those organizations have a huge impact in your community, and honestly, donations of time, money, effort, services, professional resources, etc., will go much farther with them than anything else. If you are also inclined to donate money to us so that we can do more of this thing that we love doing, as Ocean casts level 1 abjuration.
I'm trying to figure
I understand. It's just funny that this, I feel, happens every time someone puts in spells, is I just get level 1 abjuration, level 1 conjuration. I'm like, what? But why? Yeah, if you'd like to support us, you can, like I said, we're affiliate here on Twitch. You can subscribe to us. You can subscribe for free if you have Amazon Prime, gets you a Twitch Prime sub. You can also subscribe by paying us. You can also cheer bits, all of which goes to us financially and helps us. You can also use the command !coffee, KO-FI, and that will take you to our Coffee, or as I say, Ko-Fi page, which you can donate directly to us. You obviously don't need to. We're really happy just to have you here to hopefully provide some enjoyment, some entertainment in what has been a very hard year for everybody. But if you are so inclined, those are some methods that you can do it, and we immensely appreciate it. We also appreciate you hanging out and having a good time with us. With that, if anybody else has an announcement?
I'm good.
Awesome. Rachel.
You got this.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Are you on push to talk?
I'm glad that she clarified, because she was, as you would, anyone who was on stream would have seen, literally just flicking me off. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I was just trying to let you know.
So Chelsea lied that they could hear Rachel.
No,
That's horrible.
No, we could hear her too.
Oh, we could. Okay.
Yeah, no, it did a thing where it decided to change. It was like, we noticed a new thing. Do you want to change it? And I thought it was saying for my headphones. So I said yes, but then it was actually for my microphone, which fuck you. So anyway, I fixed it. There we go. Yeah, sorry. Microphone is right here. So I was flipping it off and not you. Anyway, hi, I was saying I'm Rachel. I'm DM. I'm real prepared for everything, always. As all of my players know, I have had an extremely exhausting day that was very busy. So this will probably not be a full 4-hour episode session. Session feels way more comfortable. 4-hour session of things. But it'll still be fun, and I definitely has some. Okay, Sam, I'm sorry. It wasn't the microphone's fault. It was my fault. You're right. There, microphone. I'm petting it. It feels better. Anyway, yeah, so I'm Rachel. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm going to have everybody go around and introduce themselves and the characters and the pronouns. And I'm going to go in a different order this time. I'm going to go in a clockwise circle from the bottom. It's Lena.
Hi, I was not prepared for this. I'm Lena, pronoun she, her, and I'm playing Ocean Blue, the Sea Elf Paladin, also she, her.
Next is Monty.
Hi, I'm Monty. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be Gunk, the grung ranger who uses they, them, and sometimes he, him pronouns.
And Joel.
Hello, I'm Joel. I go by he, him. I'm playing Dunlum, the Tempest Turtle Cleric, who also goes by he, him.
And then Andy.
Hello, I'm Andy. I go by he, him. I am playing Baz Wolfwood, who also goes by he, him. He's an Aurakokra wizard. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
That little laugh every time. And Galway.
I'm Galway. My pronouns are he, him, his. I am world weary, and I play the world weary horseman Virgil, whose pronouns are also he, him, his. I've realized that world weariness is really just a hallmark of my characters. It's the part of myself I can't erase, out with the exception of like Squirm, who just wanted to punch things. But yeah, glad to be here, everybody.
Yay! And this time we're going to be doing, I don't know why I'm doing so much with my hands. This time we're going to be doing, or be just all now. Fine. I'm going to vogue. This time we're going to be having people recap what they remember happened last week. So take it away, adventuring party.
Is there an order that we go in, or are we all just kind of saying?
You all talk at once in like
Okay.
a cacophonous, just crazy chatter, and everybody just tries to pick out.
That's cool.
Okay,
Well, we
three.
made it to the thing and to the place, and we were.
Okay, so I have to talk over you while you're talking, I guess.
Previously on Ghost of Saltmarsh.
Yeah, we gotta just
Intrepid adventurers encountered skeletons.
With some ghosts.
This works so well every time I do it. And yet instantly.
I don't understand why you're all monsters.
I have done nothing.
I'm sorry. I'll
We
start.
do this on Tier
I've
and
done
Spire
nothing.
every week, and it's fine.
Okay, so for real, let's all start at the beginning and go with what we remember.
I
and
think
not
we
talk over
opened with Ocean having just gone into the door that had been crudely marked danger and discovering that
Yes.
a bunch of skeletons stood up.
Yeah, and there was a skeleton alchemist, and we killed the skeletons and the skeleton alchemist, and Baz got a philosopher's stone book, and Gunk got a lot of treasure. I'm definitely reading directly from my notes.
Yep, Gunk got a rock of some sort that I think was a lucky stone.
Yep.
Though I don't know if we know that or if that was just something extra Rachel read. And the wispy eyebrows Virgil took off of the ghost undead alchemist and
I
now
got
put it
ghost
on his
eyebrows
face.
now.
Yeah. And then we made it out into the cavern area, I believe. After that.
Yeah, we.
And I got a bag of holding. That's what I remember.
That we've immediately destroyed. Yeah. by putting burritos and liquids, just pouring them in.
We didn't just pour
Right.
in. We put a smaller cask of the alcohol.
Small cask of
It just
green
makes it
alcohol.
better. It just stores your food and alcohol for you. That's better, not worse.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, don't you brine your burritos, Andy?
In a vast void of nothingness. Yes, definitely.
Yes, extra dimensionally brined burritos.
Yeah.
It's
Of course.
the San Bullet
Okay.
Gang special.
So after we killed the skeletons, we went through a trapdoor, and then because we were following somebody, and then we found Sam Bailey, I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
and his guards, I guess, and they were in love.
Yeah, I have their love note. Yeah.
And we killed them all.
We killed them all.
Mhm.
We found burritos. That's where we found
They're-
burritos.
Yes, and we found a lot of burritos.
Found a bunch of 5-foot long burritos. So I think that also within the recap of this battle, it might be worth noting they hurt Virgil very badly, eventually knocking me unconscious. I proceeded to be revived by Dunlum, and then chop one of them just in half as a response. So apparently, if you're going to knock out the barbarian, finish the job.
Indeed.
Life lesson right there.
Mhm.
Or kill the
Bass
healer
had some-
after, I guess.
Quick thinking by making a creepy, ghostly version of you.
Yeah, that was good. That was really cool.
Which I'm just going to say, we need to reduplicate that trick with you doing that illusion and then using enlarge reduce so that I'm actually that big.
Yeah, it'd be great.
We killed Sanballat.
There was one person that got away for a bit, and they started rowing out to sea when we found them. And in a daring side quest, we chased them down using all the strength that this bird person has. We killed them in the boat, looked in the boat, and didn't see anything right away.
I got moldy cheese.
You did get some moldy cheese. You got some moldy stuff. And then we came back without looking where he was going.
I was gonna say, for context, Virgil had directly suggested we go after this person because they were in a dinghy rowing out to the open ocean. And it's that doesn't seem right? And I would also point out that Dunlum and Virgil did not go on this quest, and instead
Spend some quality time together.
Yeah, spent some quality time
Drinking.
together, ate some burritos, had a picnic, watched a man die on the open ocean. Dunlum got really plastered.
Ocean saved Gunk and Baz from drowning because Baz
Yes.
could not handle that flight.
Nope.
Oh, Gunk knows how to swim, so Gunk probably would have been fine. But Gunk didn't want to swim, so Ocean still swam back with carrying both of them.
And then I think we went back upstairs to kind of finish looking around.
We decided Rachel desperately told us there is nothing else in the rest of the caverns. You all can go. It's okay. But we just kind of walked back through because the rest of the path is just connected sort of to themselves. Went back up to the house, and then basically we had, in true, like, I don't know, video game RPG path, we had managed to take like an optimal route to get down. And so it was like, oh,
Right.
now let's go be inefficient and check everything else. And I think the big highlight from that was we found someone tied up in a room
Kid,
in their
or
underwear.
kid. Yeah, named Ned.
Who was obviously a part of the gang that we destroyed.
I mean, I don't know if it was obvious to all of us, okay? Ocean
It was
really
pretty
It
obvious.
was an elaborate ruse.
To most people.
Virgil managed to, I believe, get a 3 and a fumble on an insight check, and then was faced with such obvious lies and failure to maintain this deception that this person was a prisoner that Virgil just left. Virgil's like, fuck it, I don't understand, I don't like this. But then we decided to bring Ned, who was already pre-bundled, back to town as a prisoner and hopefully get a reward.
And Ocean thinks he wants to redeem himself and help save the world, so that's why she's cool with bringing him back.
Virgil thinks there might be some coin in it. And also that the dude was pre-wrapped, so might as well, right?
Might as well.
Like, the last thing I wrote in
And I
my note
think
is
that's
he
what we-
likes my mushrooms, and I'm pretty sure I'm reforming him. So,
Into what? How are you changing his form?
Wait,
That's
Are
my
you
concern.
taking notes as Ocean? Because I think that might be problematic.
no, that's how I always take notes, as my characters. I need to remember what my characters are thinking, not what Lena thinks.
I like that a lot.
It's a very good
Gotcha.
point.
Gotcha. Okay. Right on.
And so, yeah, we sort of cut away with the party returning, with Ned a little bit nervous because I believe I also slipped in the line of yep, sorry if there's dead captive juice on my back where you're,
And both Baz and Dunlum have accepted mushrooms from Ocean, so she's pretty sure that they're her friends and also that they want to help save the world.
Oh, we totally
We're
missed
certainly
one of,
friends. Yeah.
we totally missed one of the best character notes from that entire thing, which was Baz turning to Virgil and being like, I know it's important that I make friends. Do you think they like me?
Oh, that was so
Mm.
cute.
It was adorable.
It was very good.
I say this especially because Virgil's probably going to have something to say about that. I'm like, oh, we should probably include that in the recap. Otherwise, this is going to be weird.
Sweet. And also our lovely adventurers have now leveled up to a whopping level 2. And so we were going to roll some hit
Yay.
points for that.
I can't get outrighted by magic missile anymore.
I'll just have to find something else. Okay, who would like to go first?
I mean, I could get it out of the way. Oh, come on, baby.
Do it.
You know what? 4, I'll take it.
Okay. Fair. You get 4 new hit points plus whatever you add to it.
Are you a D6 or D8, Andy? I'm not looking at this.
D6. Yeah.
Right,
Oh, yeah,
we're
he's a-
good then.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Sweet. Who's next?
I mean, I'm prepared.
Do it, Joel.
Whee! 6 plus
That's
con.
good too.
Do you want to take that or do you want to have me re-roll it? You could get a 7 or an 8.
I'll take that. I'll take the
Yeah,
6.
okay. Fair.
I like how everyone's just getting on the upper part of the half or the average, where it's like,
Yeah, take it.
we're good. That's fine.
Who next?
We know how Rachel rolls.
I can go.
Galway.
I'll take yours.
The moment of truth. Oh my god, I'm gonna roll below a 4, aren't I?
No, you got this.
God damn it!
We-
Well, at least it wasn't worse. How am I so bad at rolling? Even on the internet where I can't control how the dice lands.
I do have that question anytime we have someone who physically rolls incredibly poorly. I'm like, okay, are your dice weighted weirdly where you're mostly getting negatives, but then I've had them like change out from my dice sets and they still do it. I'm like, are you unconsciously setting dice to bad rolls?
Maybe. Oh, right. We need to invoke the name of Hennis to have high rolls.
Oh, and that would have actually worked really well for Virgil. Who's like
All right, who wants to go next? Lena or Monty?
I can. Now
Do
that
it, Monty.
the good luck streak is broken, let's.
Think Andrew thoughts.
Okay. Oh,
Hey.
yeah, I'll take that.
An 8,
Nice.
not bad.
Eat.
Okay.
And then Lena.
I am also a D10. I'm gonna take yours, Rachel. Can't.
I'm gonna do better.
You won't be worse.
I'm gonna do better than a 2. Fuck!
I can't see Rachel's rolls.
It's a 1
Yeah.
because I'm rolling to myself because I have it set on that.
Rachel,
And
why
I
did
forgot
you
to
roll
change
one?
to viewing as a
Oh, go,
player,
I can
so
see.
I can see them. That's why I've been reacting so instantly. I'm gonna change myself over to a player. Sorry, everybody. The screen's gonna flicker for a second.
I get 3 HP from this level. I'm a D10.
Yes. Sorry.
The tank. Yes.
I like that it was literally
Oh my
like,
god.
I won't roll lower than a 2. Here's a 1 for you. So Galway did warn you that you might not want to have
This
to
is
roll.
something,
we
Rachel,
did.
that shouldn't
To
have
be,
happened.
but to be fair,
What do you think is
to be
statistic?
fair, she was at the point where I'm like, sure, fuck it. It can only get 1 point worse. I was in the cursed zone where I'm like,
Yeah.
there's so
Yeah,
much
yeah.
room up, but I know it's not going to be better. In my heart of hearts, I know this is not going to get better, and there is room to get worse. But fuck it, I have to. Honestly, I was okay with having just gotten what I rolled the first time. I'm like, cool, it didn't get worse.
Selena, what are you at hit point wise now?
I'm at 15.
Okay, the wizard is at 14.
Jesus Christ.
The barbarian's at
I have
22.
18.
Yeah, all of this is great. Yeah.
Sam wants to know if you rolled a D10, Rachel, but I'm pretty sure you did.
I did, yes. It says GM rolling D10. I see that.
It's
Nice.
okay.
Thanks,
It's
Sam.
fine. I have a 20 AC. I'm just
I'm
going to keep
just cursed.
armor, even though
I
it
mean,
doesn't
at
look
least you're not a health tank. You're just a tank. This is more problematic for me, where my primary way that I soak damage is by absorbing it into my body.
Okay, so everybody's leveled up to 2 and is feeling real strong
so strong.
Yeah.
about how they've grown. on
I'm
this
so glad I can
adventure.
recklessly attack now and give everyone advantage attacking me.
Okay, so you, I forget what I said last time. Evening time, probably when you flew down to pick up the guy because it was night-ish. So yeah, I would say it's probably like 9 p.m. or so as you you make the trek back into town. It's uneventful at 9 p.m. on the the coast heading back into Saltmarsh. And you have an unconscious, bound and gagged Ned on your back.
Did he go to sleep? He wasn't unconscious before.
I think that's fair. I guess he's just been conscious the whole time and staring wide-eyed. He is bound and gagged, though.
Mhm.
He might have fallen asleep. He did eat a lot of weird mushrooms, but I guess he crit succeeded on them, so.
They weren't weird. They were just mushrooms.
No,
These
bad.
weren't your mushrooms. These were strange fireplace mushrooms.
Yeah, but he was okay. So
Yeah.
they're not strange. They're just mushrooms.
So
Oh
yeah,
my God.
they made him sleepy after a while, and just the rhythmic moving of Virgil's haunches,
Clip, clop, clip, clop.
and it just kind of lulled him into a comfortable, bound and gagged sleep.
So comfortable.
Well, friends, I believe that if you follow us to what's his name? Virgil, you know him as well. Eleander, I believe. The City Watch, kind of ahead of it. He might at least be able to point us to someone who'd want this fellow, or a bit of a reward, perhaps. There might be still some coin in it for all of you.
It seems to me that he might also be interested in any information that this man has, so yes. So I sort of
All right.
clip-clop it along to
Gunk,
the
Dunlum.
watch.
Yeah. I'm going to bring up the town map again, just because I think that'll be nice to see. Oh, man, there's so many map things to drag you down all the way to it is a lot. It's fine. There we go. Town map. So you know that Eleander, who is the leader of the guards, or whatever the fuck you would call that, is usually at this place that I'm going to click on the map. Can you see where I'm pinging?
Yes.
I can't
That
because I'm
is-
zoomed way in. Can you shift
Okay.
ping and it'll pull me to it? Thank you.
I didn't know that was a thing. Cool.
Yeah.
So that is Hool Watch Tower. Hool Watch. Hool Watch.
Okay.
Sorry, I
Which
just
side of
heard a bunch
town?
of rushing water all of a sudden, and I was very concerned.
Which side of town are we coming in on?
You were coming in from the north, I think?
Yeah, because it was like north of some of the area. I realized that I didn't actually say a direction. I just
Also, this map isn't oriented how it should be. East is top, north is left.
yeah, so you were coming on this road. This road.
Aha! I see.
So then now you're here.
Yes.
So yeah, you go to Hool Watch Tower. And it's a 60-foot tall tower. And both you, Virgil, and Bez have a relationship with Eleander, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
So I feel like you would walk up and there'd just be some, kind of regular bored-looking guards at the front that are like, oh, state your business.
Yes.
After you, Baz.
If you notice, my rather large, imposing friend has a criminal tied up upon his back, wishing to speak to Eleander to see if we could turn in this dangerous member of the Senbalet gang.
We don't know that he's a criminal because I think he wants to save the world. So, we're making a lot of assumptions and saying a lot of things, and I think he's a buddy, maybe.
So you want to talk to Eleander then?
Yeah, yes.
And he nods at the other one, and the other one goes into the tower and is gone for maybe 2 minutes. If Ocean wants to keep talking about mushrooms to the remaining guard for those 2 minutes.
Definitely. Do you want me to actually fill 2 minutes of airtime with mushroom talk?
I feel like maybe in place of that, we can just assume mushroom, fungus, spore, mushroom, fungus.
It's the world.
Yeah.
Mold.
But as
Ocean,
maybe
you
like
could be
as we're sitting there waiting, Virgil will kind of tap Baz on the shoulder.
Yes.
In the house, something you said reminded me. Your friend, your colleague, told you to make friends, that this was important. This is similar to advice that I was once given, but it might be important for you to remember. Find people and make a friendship with them. Do not make yourself into something to be their friend.
Oh. Well, thank you. I must admit I had rather thought that was my path. But, yes. Thank you.
Think nothing of it. I received the first piece of advice from my teacher, and then, after some time, required the second when they saw how I was taking it. Since I believe you spoke of your colleague in the past.
Yes, in fact, I have a letter from him. Hold on, while we're waiting, I can just pull it out and show you. His name was Montague Blaine. I believe he grew up around here somewhere, but that's funny. I can't. I don't seem to. And then Baz will just dump his entire pack on the ground and start kind of quickly rummaging through his stuff.
It's not there.
Yeah, nope. That's the letter, the love letter.
She will help him rummage through it, although she doesn't actually know what he's looking for.
It's a letter. It's a little envelope. It was quite important to me, actually. But
Did you follow it when we were in the
see
ocean?
it. No. Who else was?
Would it be pocketable by a child?
Children can't steal things. They're innocent.
Oh,
Unless
yeah, they can definitely steal things.
Oh no, that child that I gave a ride.
I gave that child a mushroom.
Another life lesson for you, Baz. Make sure that the important things you're stealing weigh at least 3 times, or that you're carrying weigh at least 3 times as much as anyone who might want to steal them. He'll pat his great sword.
True.
I'd notice if he left with this.
I'll pick up my stuff. Okay, well, after this, I'm going to tell Eleander about this child, and he will arrest him right away, I'm sure. So.
Hey,
You have grave misunderstandings about how city guards work.
we don't gotta do that. No. We can just go talk to the kid and his family. You know, they just live in town. I'm sure he'll be back, maybe.
I gave him a mushroom.
Quick question:
He
is
wouldn't
this?
have taken a mushroom if he was a bad child.
Are we having a talk or a talk?
What does that mean?
Mm-mm.
He's gonna pull the mace off of his shoulder. But talk, put it away, or talk.
No.
Dunk, I don't understand what's going on here. Please explain this to me.
Either way, whichever gets my letter back, I'm fine with, really. So
You're fine with
Let's try talking with words first.
Andy. You're fine with hurting, like killing children to get your letter back. This is Lena, not.
How do we
No,
use
Andy's
how do
not
we use
okay
the
with
red?
it.
How do we use
Andy would
the
never.
cod things?
Oh.
Yeah, Andy
Okay.
believes this group won't do that.
So, at this point, Eleander walks out, and I would say that, yeah, Baz and Virgil and Gunk, and I guess Dunlum too, would vaguely recognize him. So you see a male human, and he is a big, strong, burly-looking man, and he has his left leg is missing from like just above the knee down, and he has a finely carved wooden leg in its place. And he comes out and he's like, "Oh, I don't have that many voices. Virgil, what seems to be the somebody mentioned that, oh, hey Baz, you're here too.
Oh, yes.
So Virgil, you somebody said you got something for me?"
Virgil's gonna sort of like turn around and pick this person up. Like, yes, I thought you might enjoy. Wake up. Wake. You're being. Virgil will just headbutt the guy. Wake up.
Hey, sometimes people need to sleep, Virgil.
He was waiting in a house, pretending to be a captive. I don't think this was a high stress, high energy occupation.
Yeah, he's gonna come too, but he's very groggy, like slightly cross-eyed too from that head impact. Just a little like, what's going on?
Tell the nice man who you work for.
I don't know what they're talking about, officer. I'm just a guy that they found in a house, and then they bound and tied me, and it was just, and then Eleander just straight up like clocks him in the face.
Whoa. I mean, what he said was true. Technically, he was a guy that we found in a house and tied
Should
up.
I not have
This is
just
true.
punched him then?
You shouldn't have.
well-
Also, technically, he was tied up when we found him. We just re-tied him up at his request, if what you told me was true.
Yes, he was a member of a larger gang that was using the haunted house as a cover of sorts in order to smuggle. This was
Gang?
the The Sanballat gang.
Those
don't know if you know-
smuggling sons of bitches. You found where they were set up?
Yes, we did. We killed all of them that we found there.
Wow. Okay. This is huge. All right, give me that guy. And he kind of just takes him and like slumps him over his shoulder.
Wait, before you do anything to him, I just want to make a plea for clemency because he said he wants to help save the world, and he ate my mushrooms, and he really seems like he's legit about this. He wants to help.
Listen, lady, we'll give him a fair trial or whatever, but I mean, I don't know about this whole saving the world thing. That's a little bit large scale for my operation here, so.
But he ate the mushrooms.
I mean, everybody likes mushrooms, right?
Do you want some mushrooms?
No. So anyway, I really appreciate you taking care of this. I'm gonna bring this to council because I think that we got some more information that we can share with you, and there might be other ways that you could help us out. But for now, just wait a minute. And he goes back inside.
Indeed. As he's leaving, I might just add one tiny bit of information. We did see a man rowing out to sea, it seemed. We chased him down and killed him, searched his boat, and there was nothing on the boat itself. So Virgil pointed out, quite rightly, that perhaps he was rowing to somewhere or something. But we weren't able to ascertain that.
We didn't even try.
As Ocean says that, you're just going to see Virgil's face. The like wispy eyebrows droop down at the corners.
Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, give me a minute. And then he leaves with Ned, over his shoulder, and comes back in a minute and just hands a pouch of you're assuming gold to Virgil.
Now he's paying us in hard drugs.
Yeah, you open it up and it's all just sour cream, actually. It's weird. Sorry, go away.
In the land of burritos, sour cream is gold.
He pays you in those little tiny plastic cups. There's like of the little tiny salsas. So you've got like a green one and like a pico.
In varieties of salsa and one larger tub of cilantro.
You've got a thing of onions and cilantro. Yeah, just a nice. Yeah. So he says, there was a really big bounty out for trying to stop Sanballat's burrito gang. So here's 250 gold for you. You guys can do whatever you want with it.
What's that divided 5 ways? 200 each?
Not exactly. No.
Where'd you get this one, Virgil?
This has been a point of debate between Baz and I actually on the journey. However, she has a good, if slightly confused, heart, very fond of fungus, and very, very concerned with saving the world. She's also quite competent in a fight.
He's just gonna pull out a little notebook and he's gonna just be like, and what's your name, miss?
My name is Ocean Blue, and I'm working with my love to help save the world. We're looking to collect all the mold and mushrooms and spread it, and we're gonna help save the world doing that. And we're all gonna become one. Do you want some mushrooms?
No. Does your love have a name or?
Her name is Spora. Yeah, she's wonderful.
Fluid.
Yeah, she sounds it. Mm-hmm.
We're going to save the world together, and we're all going to become one. Are you sure you don't want some mushrooms? You said you liked them.
I do, but I got my own. I grow them myself. Me and the missus.
Can I see your mushrooms that you grow?
No, I don't know you that well. So anyway, you were telling me about this spora person. How exactly is mushrooms going to save the world?
Well, she's been a little unclear on that, but she said she had a prophetic dream like I did, but more detailed, about how there's this big bad thing coming, and it wants to remake the world in its image and destroy it and kill a lot of living creatures or hurt them all. And so
anybody that wants to make a perception check to try and see what he's writing down can?
Yes.
And so we're going to collect all the mushrooms and the fungus and the mold and spread it around, and through those methods we'll become one. And that will save the world.
Both Galway and Monty critted on their succeeded on their perception checks, and Joel got a 22.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, you see clear as day that he is just writing like ocean ? Mushrooms ? Crazy lady, ask about Spora, and then like threat to crown, should contact, and then that's all you see.
I feel like also like Virgil is doing this by just looking down.
Right.
Like he's close enough and just like
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you just see that it's definitely like worrying if this is some kind of new threat to the crown that he needs to worry about and get back to them about.
And the mushrooms are going to stop it, and we're all going to become one.
So apparently you're well positioned with your mushroom farming activities already.
Yeah,
Aleander.
you gotta jump on it. Would you like to get some tea sometime, and we can chat about mushrooms and get to know each other better, and then you can show me your mushrooms?
Maybe.
Says, okay. What's your name again? Colander?
Eleander.
Colander.
Colander, yeah.
Got it right
Yeah, that's the
away.
one.
Great. I will look you up as soon as I have some free time, and we can chat about some mushrooms.
My name is Eleander Fireborn, apparently.
Cool name.
Yeah, I'm a cool guy, what can I
You
say?
sound it. Yeah.
So anyway, like I said, I'm going to talk to the council about all of this, and maybe
Mention
a
the
little
mushrooms. And
lady, I will.
Okay, good.
So, and then I'm just going to say we'll probably be in touch, so don't leave town.
Oh no. I am staying in town specifically, at the inn named
The Wicked Goat.
the Wicked Goat. Was a tavern? Am I staying there?
I think
It could
might
be a
be-
tavern and inn.
But wait,
I just remember the name Wicked Goat. I don't know if that was. I
Yeah,
don't know
the
what it
Wicked
There
was.
was the
It's pretty
tavern that
cool. It is
That
just a
is
tavern.
Where we met. Yeah.
There is an inn that I could, look through all of these things and tell you what they
Whatever
are.
inn I'm staying at, I tell him that one.
I was like, we can also yada yada this one.
Yeah, that's fine.
You say at the Snapping Line, because that's an inn. It's a popular inn and tavern. Built from the planks and hulls of a dozen decommissioned fishing ships.
Of course. Very Baz.
Was that a pun?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it was just a joke, but I'll think on it more. Perhaps we should all adjourn to the Snapping Line for a nightcap and divvy up some of the loot that we've recently come across.
That sounds great. I need to upgrade this plate mail to be appropriately fetid.
And cleaned, preferably.
Oh, I guess.
Definitely, yes. Clean it, yes.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like Virgil is also just like nodding at you, like, yeah.
Okay, so then Eleander just kind of waves and goes in, and you are gonna go to. Oh, so you guys were all here, yeah. So
Indeed.
it's actually not too far.
Good.
It is right.
I think that
here.
was the Wicked Goat. Ah, good.
This is the Snapping Line.
Excellent. So if we were to travel across the nice little bridge here in the evening, no bandits, I would assume.
yeah. So yeah, if you guys all decide to go there, it just smells real heavily of fish. They were just never actually able to get the smell of fish out of any of the wood that they've reclaimed.
This smells like home. This is so nice. I've been sleeping outside. Can I share one of your bedrooms?
I suppose I could sleep in the corner. I have a bedroll.
Or a perch?
Really, it's I do sleep in a bed. I'm not an animal.
Well, I usually sleep in the bathtub, so if you want to sleep in the bed at my place, you can.
Oh, that would be great. Does it also smell like fish?
It does. It's right on the docks. Yeah.
That's amazing. That sounds so wonderful.
There is one condition, though. One condition. You don't say the word mushroom or fungus or mold or rot at all when you're there.
Okay, I won't say those specific words.
Or anything adjacent to it.
I don't know if I can commit to that. My love's name is adjacent to that.
It's true. Spora.
That
you
is
said it
true.
was.
How about I don't ask any questions and you don't give me any answers? How about that?
I won't give you any answers at all.
Dunlum. Help.
Dunlum kind of looks a little confused. Whispers,
Just,
I don't know how I'm supposed to help you with this.
well,
She seems unhelpable.
I tried to do something nice and it's already blown up in my face.
Virgil's gonna like sort of whisper down to you. I honestly, she's just excitable, but I don't think she will do anything harmful. She's not going to force you to take any mushrooms or anything, so it is a nice thing, and you'll be sleeping and she'll be
Also
elf
sleeping, kind of. But not really, because I'm an elf.
sleeping adjacent for most of the night, and it would be nice. You might get to know her. Perhaps she has non-fungal interests. Saving the world.
I doubt that.
And a woman walks
give it a
over and
go.
she's like, do you guys want anything to drink while you're here? Or
Ale.
do you want our house specialty, anybody? It's a family
Yeah.
family recipe.
What is it?
What is it?
Called claw wine.
Is it made of claws?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll
Does-
take some.
Does it feel like claws?
I mean, it might going down. That's what they tell us, but I think that it tastes delicious.
I'll take a glass, if you please.
Okay.
I also feel like Dunlum's already had this drink.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
how long
we
he's been in
leave
town.
here.
He's
We
already-
for
he's
sure
already
had
tried
this.
it.
Yeah.
He probably likes it.
Check back when I have a bit of coin to my name. Just a moment, yes.
Okay, so she'll walk away and then come back with an ale for Virgil and 2 claw wines, which are a spirit made from lobster meat and potatoes.
Oh, yum. Delicious.
Yes. Okay.
I like lobster soup, but
Yeah.
I don't think I'd like it if it was like
It's not
fermented.
chunky.
I was gonna say, is it more liquid or solid? Is it like an
No,
actual
I'm just-
liquid?
I'm
You
just
know,
put-
it's like a vodka, but with lobster. But like just lobster essence, you know? Because like you don't have potatoes floating around in your vodka, so you don't have potatoes floating around in this, just like you don't have lobster
It's
floating
like
around.
raspberry Smirnoff, except it's lobster Smirnoff.
Yeah, there you go. It's a lobster Smirnoff. That was a lot of shush sounds that I couldn't make all at once.
Okay.
There you go.
Right on.
So do you guys split up the funds or anything?
So I am in possession of a bit of treasure from the house that I believe would go to, as per our arrangement, to you, since I was here for books mostly. Does someone want the porcelain doll with jade eyes?
Yeah,
part of
for
the
sure.
deal? Okay. Please take that. That is worth 20 gold pieces.
How do you know that?
I was told by the DM, so I would mark it down. 'cause
That was also
I'm
just
going to
because I didn't want to go through a thing of you like
Yes,
selling
yes.
it and having a this.
haggling
so
and whatnot.
Yeah.
say the
I
next
also
time you go
have-
to market, you have it out of your inventory and you have that gold instead.
I also have 20 gold of quartz, of cut quartz. there's 2 of those for 10 gold each. Do we just kind of want to wrap this all up into gold that I give to you guys, or do you want to? Are we going to want to sell it for that amount specifically?
It's up to, I mean, I think there's going to be some possibly shopping soon. So if you want to just say that you would find and sell them for those, then you could just put the gold in your inventory and lose those.
Okay.
That's
So
fine with me.
So 40 gold from what I found in the house goes to the adventuring party sans me. And then I think if we split up the 250 each, that'd be 50 gold each.
As I say, Virgil will sort of pull the coinage out, put it into 5 like equal stacks, and push 1 to each of you, and then hold on to 1 himself.
But he has 50 gold.
And then on top of that, with the 40 kind of I gave, each of you get another 10 if you want.
Right, because you're not holding for yourself, so it's 4.
Right, yeah, I'm not taking any stuff from the house itself other than books.
I'd say at this point, Dunlum is looking through his pack, seeing if he picked anything up. I've got this here gold encrusted rib bone.
Oh.
Worth 5 gold.
That's pretty cool. You might want to keep that.
Perhaps. And he digs further into his pack. And a shriveled mushroom. Wait a second, how'd this get in here?
Oh, I offered it to you and you accepted
yes,
it.
Oh shit, yes. I remember
So you
that.
can hold it and commune with it and feel the oneness.
That indeed. Yep. That's why I put it in here. He closes his pack.
You and Baz should both hold your mushrooms while you go to sleep tonight.
It's not a bad idea. No. Also, if we have anything we think might be magical, I can identify it through a spell and see if whatever itself might be magical just itself. I have various means of doing this if you'd like, and I'll kind of pull up a harmless cloak and kind of place it on the table gently. Like
I found this, and I bring out the fancy pipe. This might be magic.
Oh, yes.
Maybe.
I can give it a look.
I have a lot of mold.
Don't know how magic mold is, but I can look at it.
I'll pile all my mold and rotten things on the table.
Okay.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Rachel, but I'm pretty sure that I did an Arcana check on the armor I'm now wearing, and like rolled really well so that I thought it was this type of armor.
Yeah. That works for me.
Anything else we'd like to check on magic-wise?
I've also got a rock with a hole in the middle. So I bring out I'm pretty sure it's just a luck stone. But Gunk wouldn't know that. So yeah, they bring out the rock and say, well, I got this too. Looks kind of weird.
Nice.
And I put it on the table as far away as possible from the mold.
Right on.
That might be it.
Yeah, that's all Dunlum has.
Okay, great.
Like I was gonna
I'll
say,
do
sorry,
it.
like Virgil will like clank the armor he's now wearing, but like I know what this is.
I'll do a quick detect magic then. Are any of those items magical?
The stone and the pipe are, yes.
Oh,
The cloak is not.
excellent.
Ooh, the cloak's
Stone
not.
the pipe.
It's just apparently harmless.
Apparently harmless.
I don't trust it, but that would be also very meta of me to not trust it. Enjoyable. Well, there is this cloak. It looks quite nice. Can I do an Arcana check on the pipe to see if I know what it is?
Sure.
I can't actually do identify yet. I need a pearl.
Okay, yeah. Give me an Arcana check.
11.
All the one, and I was like, no.
Looks like a cool pipe.
This is quite a cool
Definitely something magical would probably happen if it was smoked.
I think
Well,
if you cast detect magic, you would know what school of magic.
that's true. I
Suffused
wouldn't
each
That
of
would
them.
mean Rachel needs to know the school of magic that it is.
Which,
We
to
can
be
make
fair,
it-
D&D
I-
5e is really bad at doing with their magical items. They're just like, hey, this is a magical item that does this type of thing. This is a spell that has a school of magic.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, what is? Yeah, the spell tells you the school of magic. So I know what the pipe does. Is there like a list of the different types of school of magics that I could just pull up?
Yeah, I'm more worried. Like, is it necromantic?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't
Okay.
seem dangerous.
Okay, that's all I would really care about.
It doesn't
Then
seem dangerous.
I would hand that back to Gunk and say, I suggest we puff it up a bit. Is that what the kids say nowadays? Puff it up.
Sure it is. Let's,
Excellent. I suggest
puff
then
it
we
up.
puff it up a bit and
Professor?
see what happens.
Yeah.
Ocean,
I
do
don't
you
believe
want
it.
something to
Do
drink?
that.
So, do you want to?
Uh,
Are you going to smoke it right now, or
I don't have any tobacco.
it has a
can
little
smoke
bit of
some
tobacco in it? You know.
Oh, okay.
We
Sure.
could
I'll
smoke
I'll
mushrooms.
smoke the mystery tobacco.
The
Alright.
mystery tobacco.
You light
That
up
we
the
found
mystery
it.
pipe.
Great.
So the smoke that you exhale does not dissipate, and it just lingers around you for a while. But that's all that happens right now. So you are just kind of like shrouded in smoke for right now. But if you want to keep looking at stuff, Andy, just let me know.
That's hilarious. It's vaping some fat cotton.
There you
That's
go.
what the kids say.
That's what the kids say.
Andy, you
Oh, no.
fucking work at a college. You should know what kids say.
Some dope ass cloud.
Gotta get
That's
that
what-
cotton.
That's what we're puffing now. Can I do an Arcana check on the stone? The
You
luck stone?
sure can.
I'd also like to point out that we just, like, Gunk just smoked a pipe that was found in an abandoned house that was an alchemist's.
The pipe was
Yeah.
on Sanballat.
Oh,
I do
okay,
remember
okay, that was on San
Yeah,
Bullet.
that's
I was like, I don't think
Right.
I'd just be like, oh, alchemist, now
cool.
undead, totally gonna smoke whatever they had. That's fine.
Sure.
So you got a 14 on
Yes.
your Arcana, and I will say that you don't think that this is a Philosopher's Stone. It might be, but you don't think so. You're pretty sure it's a luck stone, which lets you gain
Interesting.
advantage on an ability check. But you
Yes.
do know for certain that it needs to be attuned to work.
Interesting. Well, I'll tell the group that I will do more research on the Philosopher's Stone part of this. Perhaps he was trying to turn this into one, or I don't exactly know yet. But it appears to be a luck stone, which I know are quite handy. You do need to attune to it and take a moment with it, as many magic items. Should be fun though.
Cool. How do I
Um,
attune to something? So
Yeah,
something
over a short rest or a long rest, you just say that you attune to it, and I think you have like
Oh, okay.
3 things you can attune to. Okay, thank you.
3 slots? Cool.
Yeah, so you can have 3
Okay.
attuned items, but yeah, so you would have to just
Cool.
choose to do it over a short or a long rest. And then, do you look at the cloak at all, Andy?
Yes, I will carefully then sort of look at the cloak to just make sure it's in good condition before I hand it to someone.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Investigation. Let us see. 14 again.
Okay.
If it has any pockets, go
Um,
through the pockets, that sort of
So
thing.
you basically lift up the cloak and you're like, you start to like unfold it or however it was, like pushed into your thing.
Yes.
And you touch something kind of wet and a little bit fuzzy inside of it. And all of a sudden, a cloud of yellow spores fills the area. And I'm going to need everybody to make a constitution saving throw for me.
Oh, not Constitution. Not Constitution. Oh.
And it's a DC 15. So
Nope.
Nope, not good so far.
I'm good.
Uh,
Thank God. One.
Galway succeeds.
And Baz
And
succeeded.
Baz.
Two
Galway and
guys.
Baz
Go.
succeed. Okay. The rest of the other 3 of you take
I'd like to say that I feel like the cloud just doesn't actually reach my head. Like, sort of like, just like,
Huh?
I already have smoke around me though, so
You
so
just,
maybe it can't get
It
in.
can't penetrate the smoke that's just curling
Yeah.
around you.
I failed the save though.
You are going to, the three of you are going to take 11 poison damage.
Oh,
Wow. I'm glad we leveled up.
But we did we get our HP yet?
Not till you rest.
Yeah, so I'm unconscious.
Oh no.
Yeah, in that case, Dunlum's unconscious.
Now you're supposed to heal me, Dunlum.
Yes. Yep, he's
But
at
you're
0.
not in battle, so people can do a medicine check to like stabilize people, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
why'd they just fall over? What the hell just happened?
Gunk, are you okay? You had more than 11?
I'm immune to poison damage in the poison condition. So
I was gonna
there
say,
you go.
I feel like Virgil's like, I believe that the cloud is poisonous.
That's not.
It dissipates now. It dissipates and goes away.
I feel like I'm just using the greatsword like a fan.
Just yeah, and so the actual mechanics of that was the cloak is just a regular, nice, finely trimmed cloak. It's just filled with yellow mold.
That's awesome. Which Ocean's gonna love when she wakes up, if she wakes up.
Yep.
Somebody want to give me a medicine check?
Yeah, I'll immediately rush over. Oh shit! Move.
Yeah,
I'm gonna immediately-
because Dunlum's right next to me. I'll get a towel so I don't touch him, but I'll carefully lay a towel on top of him and then have a
The
look.
smoke definitely kind of follows you and kind of creates this screen as you go over there.
I just actually blow
you
smoke
are-
in his face.
Yeah, you're still smoking so hard and you're so afraid of like touching him and poisoning him more that you can't stabilize him. You're just kind of like, he's.
I'm gonna try to stabilize Ocean.
Baz got Ocean.
Yeah, I think with a 15 medicine check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't hear who you were going to.
Oh, yeah.
So
no
then,
worries.
if I see like Gunk sort of basically just like toweling off Dunlum at this point, I'm
Like,
gonna
trying
go
not
over
to
and
touch him, yeah.
try to help with
Like-
this.
dabbing his forehead or something with a towel. Say, help!
Okay, so
16.
so Baz and Virgil, you stabilize them. They're still at 0 hit points, but they are just unconscious. And at this point, after smoking the pipe for about 10 minutes,
Yes, what happened?
the smoke starts to form moving shapes that reenact the bearer's most impressive and heroic achievements for 5 minutes. So, Gunk, if you would, could you maybe give me a heroic achievement that you've done in your smuggling life?
A heroic achievement. I don't
Or
think
just
Gunk's very
something-
heroic.
Basically, it just means some cool ass shit that you did. It's
some
just gonna
cool-ass
like
shit.
show cool ass shit in the smoke.
Okay. They for sure like snuck into a castle or something and stole like some cool jewels or something from the vault. Like nobody saw them, not one person, like guards
you just
everywhere,
see-
snuck in and out.
You see like a castle made of there's like a smoky moat going around it, and you just see a smoke version of Gunk just climbing up the side of the castle, just like on little sticky fingers, and they like peek into a window and you see like smoky people making out in the window, and they're like no, and they like go and they like climb up again and they see into another window and there's nobody there, and they use their cool like sticky pads to just kind of like open the window and climb in, and there's like a whole scene of like guards, and they sneak past by climbing along the ceiling and just going along through it, and then find this like amazing treasure trove and just like shove their bags full of just like smoky emeralds and rubies and sapphires and things, and then leave the way they came. And this plays out for about 5 minutes. And then the smoke dissipates after the performance is complete. And I will put this in your
Very
items
cool.
now. This is the Pipe of Remembrance.
Virgil's gonna like
Ooh.
reach down or like bend down and whisper to Baz, do you think that smoke images count as evidence in a court?
Absolutely not. No, it does not.
I didn't see anything, I think, is what I take away from this.
Gunk, you should be in your journal now. The pipe of remembrance.
My journal?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Well, I feel a bit responsible. Perhaps we carry these two up to my room and let them sleep it off. I think
Virgil's gonna blink and go, you realize he's a turtle, right?
Yes, I think between the three of us, rather, we should be able to roll him upstairs.
Poisonous touch, hollow bones.
Well, you mostly.
Also, we don't gotta take him upstairs. He lives down by the dock. It's probably gonna be easy to roll him out the door and just kind of push.
Yes, if you know where he lives, perhaps that's...
And you see...
What if he gets momentum?
Woman coming over, the same woman coming over again. And, my whole thing froze. Did I freeze? No, it's just that froze. That's fine. You see the woman coming over again. And, she says, God, sorry, my whole Discord thing went away. That was very concerning. There we go. She says, did Dunlum have too much to drink again? Do you need the dolly again to get him home?
Thank God, there's a dolly.
Yeah, we do. What is this bartender's name?
Her name is Open to the Right Thing, because everything is everywhere. Her name is Hannah Wrist.
Hannah?
Hannah, Hanna, and then Rist.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and...
Yeah, thanks, Hannah. You know what Dunlum's like on a night like this. Yeah. We'll take the dolly and make sure he gets home.
Hannah,
all right, I'll go get it. Yeah.
I don't suppose you happen to have any healing potions or good berries on hand? Anything that could just give you a little bit of a boost?
Do I look like a fucking druid to you? I don't have any good berries. I mean,
sorry,
it's fine. It's just really late.
It's like 9:30. But perhaps that is late for here. I
wake up at 3 a.m. to get all of the food and drink ready for this place. I guess you don't have to say. Maybe it's not late for you, but it's just...
It's okay. Everybody should probably... He didn't mean anything by it. He just was surprised that such an atmospheric establishment wouldn't be busy until well into the wee hours of the morning.
Quite right.
Excuse me, this is one of the nicest places in town, thank you very much.
Which is what he was saying.
Yeah, we generally have the sailors come in and drink before they go out, so we're more of an early morning tavern, you know?
That makes sense. But the dolly would probably be good so that he doesn't occupy too much of your floor space. Could the other two of you just load her onto my back for now?
Sure.
We can try.
Yeah, I'll try to pull her up with the plate mail and everything.
And Hannah just walks over and says, "Hold on." And she points, and there's just like a whole series of pulleys and ropes and things all over the ceiling and like nets and other stuff. And she just grabs one down and puts it around Ocean and then just starts pulling.
That's handy.
Thanks, Hannah.
All right. Get under him. Or get under her.
I'll move forward.
And she just slowly lets it off. There you go.
Well, friends, we're alive at the end of our adventure. Perhaps there will be more. I, for one, am very sleepy, but also very excited to have met each of you. You did excellent. Blue, I know you can't hear me, but you were charming to meet. Dunlum, you cannot hear me either, for I nearly killed you as well, but you certainly saved us many times this evening.
Nearly killed you.
Gunk, you were incredibly handy with a bow, incredibly dexterous getting into places. You are an amazing creature, and I'm very happy to have met you.
Thanks.
Virgil, my friend, what can I say? You performed admirably, brought me back here in one piece. I suggest we go on many such adventures.
Okay, that was real weird. Can we just get a moving now?
Fair enough.
Oh, poor Baz.
I was gonna say
Well, Gunk doesn't know
Virgil-
he's trying to make friends.
Of course, I know.
Virgil will sort of clap Baz on the back, like, good
Thank you.
good job.
Yes.
You're doing a good job with your colleagues'
Just
advice.
being me. Yes.
And then Hannah comes back out and just kind of like has a special way that she does the dolly where she just kind of wedges it under Dunlum's shell and then kind of pushes it up and he slides back onto the dolly some and then just brings it over to Gunk.
Thanks, Hannah.
Yeah, make sure he sleeps it off all right.
I always do. Don't worry. All right. While we're walking, where does Baz keep his bags? Like, how are they attached to him?
Just on his back. Yeah.
Yeah. If there is an opportunity during the walk while he's distracted with trying to steer Dunlum, because I can't help, I'm going to try and slip the books that I took into his bag.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check for me.
I'm also mostly just picturing Virgil walking through town with like Ocean on his back and then pushing basically a shopping cart full of turtle. It's like,
And I'm trying to hold the turtle onto the dolly. I have an 11 passive perception, by the way. So
11, okay. Would I be able to have advantage because he's distracted from...
Yeah, sure. Sounds
okay.
reasonable to me.
Let's see how this goes. 18.
Oh, yeah.
Double 18. Yeah, no, you're just like walking along and you slip the books that you collected, which did you write down what they all were or?
No, because they had very long titles.
Fair. Andy, you have... I at least know the first 3 that you took. Did you take more than that? Did you write down?
No, I only took 3.
Those
Yeah,
3? Okay. So, Andy,
Yes.
you have The Magical Properties of Gemstones by the Archmage Tensor, The Magical Properties of Herbs and Flowers by the Archmage Tensor, and The Metaphysics of Mathematics by the Mage Nystul, Nystul.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Yee. That's it. So yeah, I would say that like you guys help get Dunlum back to his place where he sleeps, and Virgil helps drop off Ocean at Gunk's place, gets her settled in the bed.
Yeah, I'd need help getting her in the bed.
And then Baz and Virgil, you can go off to your very own rooms.
Excellent. Lovely evening after an adventure. I've never quite had a more exhilarating, frightful, don't get me wrong, but exhilarating time. Is this how it always feels?
When it goes well, yes. Usually a little less getting back to the tavern and then almost killing half of your group, but...
That was unexpected, yes.
But yes, exhilarating, satisfying. Often some good loot.
I don't often feel this way after an academic lecture, let's say. I'm happy. And I go to bed.
All right. Well, then you all officially get a long rest and get all your level 2 stuff.
Yay! And I tune to my stone.
Ocean
You
wakes up in a
do
bed.
you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Ocean wakes up in a mystery bed.
Dunlum wakes up back in his house. Like, how did...
What? Yeah, Dunlum's just like, oh, it happened again.
Yeah, it happened again. So,
okay.
what does a luck stone do? Because on the website it says it gives you a +1 bonus to ability checks and saving throws.
So this,
Nice.
you attune to it. When you wake up in the
Yes.
morning, you realize that this is a cursed luckstone.
Nothing we got from this shitty place is good.
Yes.
Virgil
I'm
taps
so
his armor.
excited. How am I cursed?
Okay, so while carrying, so it still is a regular luckstone. While carrying the stone, you gain advantage on one ability check of your choice.
Okay.
And that's used once per day, or it resets every dawn. But this item is cursed, and attuning to it curses you until you are targeted by a remove curse spell or similar magic to that. As long as you remain cursed, you cannot discard the stone, which immediately teleports back into your pocket or pack if you try to.
What is a curse though? Like, what does it do?
Oh, I'll tell you.
Okay.
This is just like you can't get rid of it and stuff. So the curse part is after you use the stone's magic and you get that advantage on your ability check.
Actually, don't tell me because I don't want to know what it is until I've used it.
Sure.
If it's
You just
something
know
that I
it's
wouldn't
cursed.
know. Yeah, if it's something that
you
Gunk
learn when
wouldn't
you
know.
attune to it, but I'm also happy for the flavor of making you find out.
Yeah, I like the flavor of thinking that I have a really cool thing and then using it and then something bad happens. I want to see what happens.
I was gonna say,
And
as
then
long
you
as
try
it's
to
not
get rid of
like
it.
Right on.
you take 10,000 fire damage. For...
Right? Yeah, it's fucked.
Well,
It's
then-
real curse.
Guess I'll die. I'll make that fish man that I was talking about before. That'll be fun. Oh, he would get along so well with Ocean. My fish man.
Indeed.
Oh yeah, I remember you were gonna make a crazy smelly fishman. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all wake up to knocking on your respective doors. And we don't have to play it out unless you want to, then we can. But it
Play
is
it out
just
loud.
okay, yeah. So we can play it out individually. So like, okay, so then you are at Gunk's. So Gunk, can you describe your house a little? Like what kind of like actual living space do you have?
Sure. It's just like a studio apartment, pretty much. Like, so I was imagining, like, you know how dock shanty towns have like big buildings with like lots of little rooms and stuff in a boarding houses, I think I call it. Yeah. So they just stay in a room there. So it's like literally one room with like a little kitchen in one corner and like a bed and another and a bathtub. And yeah.
Nice. Okay, so you're
Very
just
small
sleeping in the
room in a very big
bathtub.
building.
And Ocean is
Yeah.
just sleeping in the bed, and you just hear a loud knock. I don't know why I thought that knocking on my hand would be a good sound for this.
Clapping, you hear applause.
A fleshy door.
Yeah, it's fine.
Your door's a mimic, Gunk.
Yeah.
I know.
Your
His name's
residence is a
George.
mimic.
Yeah. Got my
He
pet
protects
mimic
you.
in the corner. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll go answer the door. Come out of the bathtub. It's full of water, obviously.
Yeah.
What happened? And what's the noise? I feel
Baz tried to kill us.
Why
Yeah.
would Baz do that? I thought Baz liked us.
I don't know. He tried to kill us all. I was lucky, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna go. We saved you, you know, me and Virgil.
you.
Anyway, I'm gonna go see the door. Sorry, Baz. I just thought that was gonna be funny.
Funny until Ocean tries to kill me. All fun and games until Paladin gets angry.
Gunk and Ocean Blue, you are being, and there's a messenger standing there and holding out a note. You are being summoned to the town council today at 3 p.m.
Why?
We must want to hear about saving the world and becoming one.
Hang on. Why?
I'm just a messenger. It says it all here in this here note or letter.
Okay, fine. I take the note with my sticky poison hands. Look, you just go tell him that we didn't do nothing, all right? And I slammed the door in his face.
We did a lot of things.
He's just
Gunk has just assumed it's like we're being arrested for something. So I'll open the note.
Yeah, no, it just is like a really fancy script thing that you are being invited to the town council meeting to discuss what happened yesterday and for the possibility of another job.
Well, no one's ever asked me to do another job after I killed a bunch of people before, so this is cool.
I mean, it's a little disappointing though, isn't it? Like, I thought they wanted to talk to us about saving the world and about my love. And instead they just want to talk about us killing a bunch of people and collecting a bunch of that word I said I wouldn't say.
That's right. You said thank you for remembering not to say that. I greatly appreciate that. Tell you what, why don't we go get some breakfast? There's a great place just down the road, does good fish stew.
That sounds nice. I've just been eating rations.
Yeah, we'll get you some fish stew. Come on.
Yay, that sounds homey.
Delicious fish stew. So Baz, did you go to sleep hugging the mushroom like you told Ocean you would, or no?
I put it in my breast pocket, so yes, technically.
I will say that you had strange dreams that you can't really recall too much about it, but just there was a woman cloaked in shadow and she smelled heavily of mold. And you don't remember much else about it. You just remember a woman cloaked in shadow that smelled heavily of mold, kind of just permeating your dreams.
Gross and terrifying, as I've just had a very bad experience with mold.
And yeah, and I mean, everybody gets a similar messenger. So if you'd like to,
I was gonna say, I think that Virgil will like get to the other side of the door and just like pop the latch on his door so it just swings open. And then like if the messenger comes inside, there'll just be like a blade. Can I help you?
you're gonna see that he's just knocking, and as the door opens, you just see like an arm can keep going and trying to follow the door, and it's like, Virgil, Mondragon, I have a summons for you.
No, okay then. Give it here.
Okay, here. Just town council meeting.
I'll
Bye.
toss him a copper.
He like misses it, like fumbles it, and it falls to the floor, and he has to bend down and pick it up. Thank you.
You're quite welcome. And I'll flip through the notice.
Yep, same thing.
Perhaps Virgil and I meet then kind of downstairs in the tavern area for breakfast, and I'd probably be down there quite early then. As soon as I got my message, I would have been up and at 'em and with all my stuff. And I probably would have discovered the extra books by then. And so I should imagine that I am deep within the metaphysics of mathematics.
Oh, okay. So within the metaphysics of mathematics, turning to the things that you guys never investigated when you were in the house, you found a piece of parchment that was torn from a larger sheet that contained a few lines of handwriting in the common tongue. It's spoiled slightly by dampness, but the two words that are legible are "beyond skeletons."
Oh, interesting. Okay, well, this would have been excellent to know, I suppose. I'll keep the note. Would you say that my level 2 in extra stuff that I'm getting could come somewhat from this book?
Sure.
Okay.
I can absolutely say that. You learned so much that now you control gravity or whatever the fuck it is that your wizard does.
I'm leaning into graviturgy because of this amazing book, and I'm trying a few things out. And as Virgil gets downstairs, I'll say, Virgil, look what I can do, and I'm going to make you weigh half as much as you normally do. for just a moment, and how does that feel?
Strange.
Technically, you would have disadvantage on strength checks, but you could move 10 feet faster and jump twice as much. Twice as far. I know, isn't this amazing? Oh, just a little bit of knowledge like this can open up so many worlds and portals. And believe it or not, this book was just in my pack. I just found it.
I'm going to say if you cast that on him while he was walking towards you, he's just going to like start high stepping a bit because his legs aren't as like heavy as he thought they would. So
yeah, I was going to say
like some dressage without meaning to. Like,
I feel like he looks like a cat who had just put on like mittens or something. It's just kind of walking weird. And,
sorry,
Virgil's also going to put up head. Can I please, Baz, as a friend, strongly request that you not open any portals that you've just learned from a new book?
Oh, true. Yes, perhaps I should practice some of these things before I just use them on people.
Find out especially where to go.
Note taken. Note taken. Did you get the same summons as I did?
Yes, I imagine that this
Dunlum,
would be...
you got it as well, even though we didn't go over it. But yeah,
I was going to get to that in a second.
I imagine that it has to do with what Eleanor was discussing of the potential for further work.
Oh, yes, of course. Seems like a grand adventure. I'm game, if you are.
Do you suppose Dunlum has woken up?
I wonder. And I do a thought bubble toward Dunlum.
So Dunlum is a sailor on shore leave, meaning he wouldn't really have an exact home. What I was thinking was that he would be residing in the Snapping Line Inn, but then he was carted out of there unconscious. So for the sake of the story, he's just renting this tiny little sailor shack on the edge of the beach, and he wakes up to rapping on the door and pokes his head out of his shell. Where are you? Where are you? And he's just unintelligible as he opens the door, gets the message from the messenger, and then really, really slowly and groggily starts making his way toward where he last saw you people, which was the Snapping Line Inn.
So
maybe a few minutes after that conversation, there would come in stumbling a turtle.
We were just speaking of you. That's it.
Gunk and Ocean, would you head there too, or would you head somewhere else for breakfast?
We'd go to that little shack down the beach that I mentioned for breakfast, and then we'd head over
gotcha. Okay. So you have some like super amazing fresh caught, I don't know, fish. I don't know a whole lot about fish. That's super good on toast and buttered. And I'm trying to think, my dad really likes to eat fish, so I'm trying to think about like what he does, because it's all gross to me. But yeah, you've got like some nice like runny eggs over some like, you know, fresh fish that's just been like put over a flame and on some toast and butter, and it's like real fancy and shit.
I haven't eaten this well in like a month or something. I've just been living off rations since I got here. This is so nice. It reminds me a lot of home. Thank you, Gunk.
That's all right. Look, you gotta get out and explore a bit more if you can't even find anywhere to eat. There's plenty of places.
It's more I didn't really have any money, and people don't accept mold as currency yet.
I'm gonna choose to ignore that yet. Yeah, you're right. We don't accept mold as currency. That is true.
Someday, when we're all one, though.
Sure. That's fine. And to turn away from my discomfort at this situation, I'm gonna go pay the people for the food, however much that is.
It's like, I don't know. It's not that much. It's like 10 copper or something. It's all fresh, and they all get it right there. So you're.
I'll sort that out later.
Yeah, I don't even remember how many copper is in a gold piece, so I care a lot.
100.
I think 10 copper is 1 silver, isn't it?
Yep, it's a 10 and 10.
Gotcha.
Coppers are basically pennies if gold pieces are $1.
I think EP are the only ones that are like 5 something.
We don't talk of Electrum here.
Exist.
Well, I have one bit of thing to do before we meet them at 3 o'clock. I do want to do a bit of shopping now that I have a tiny bit of coin in my pocket, but I also want to hunt down a child.
Can we walk in at this point?
Right?
Absolutely.
Who's hunt
good.
children?
My friend, well, hunt was a strong word. I'm sorry. I don't mean to hunt them for sport or anything. Just to get back my letter.
Oh, you mean talk to a child and his family? Yes, we can.
If we know where they are,
do that.
Yes, I wasn't even sure. Did you know the child? By any
Yeah,
chance?
he's I forget. What did we
He's
name
the
him?
baker's boy. I don't know if we actually ever named him.
Philip.
Boy.
Philip, the baker's boy. I don't know why Philip this way.
I'm Philip.
Philip. Yeah, he
So you just walk
run
in?
the bakery in the middle of town.
Nice.
I just wanted him to have walked in and declared his name.
I'm Philip. Going in here. All right, bye.
Oh, and friends, did you also get a summons for 3 o'clock?
Yeah, we did.
I did indeed.
As Gunk said, you tried to kill me. And I just
all of
don't
us.
really appreciate that.
Dear, it was entirely unintentional. I was looking in the cloak, and perhaps you would find this interesting. We found a bit of yellow mold,
That's so interesting.
right? That, yes, it sort of exploded and it nearly killed you, but we saved you, and I'm sure you had a good night's sleep from it. And I would give you the cloak to do with the yellow mold as you wish.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Baz. This is the best gift for trying to kill me ever.
Well, it's,
I'm assuming we handle it carefully so we're not touching the mold.
Yeah.
I have
Nice and folded.
I have wrapped it in the foil that I picked up, the magic aluminium foil.
Oh, of course, yes.
Speaking of which, Dunlum's kind of looking around. I must inquire, who had that bag of holding things?
Me.
Was that you, Go?
Right here.
I have a hankering for a burrito at the moment. I haven't had breakfast.
I get you meaning, don't you worry, I got you, pal. And I open up my little bag and just like haul out a burrito that's twice the size of I am. Here you go. Think as much as you want. Stays fresh because of the magic foil.
Just hold it and take bites and then just rewrap it for
Technically,
later.
it would also stay
Yeah.
fresh because it's in a vacuum.
Yeah, I don't think
It's vacuum sealed.
in that other dimensional space.
Mhm.
So that's what he has for breakfast.
Delicious. It
I
is
might
like
nibble
the most.
to it.
Okay, I know that you said nip over to, but I swear that you said I might nibble, and I was very because I started
No,
talking at
nibble.
the same time. And
Nibble. I might
nibble.
nibble a bit of that burrito.
Got it. That makes a lot more sense than nibble. It is like the most amazing burrito that you've ever had. I don't even know if you've never actually had a burrito before. It's just
Yes,
Well, that
It's- it's-
outlawed.
yeah, it's
Never?
just super.
perhaps. Wow. I was
There's
not
just like it's got a green salsa in it, and it's got I don't know. Everybody's gonna yell at me for describing the wrong kind of burrito because people are really intense about how burritos are supposed to be. So whatever is the best burrito to you is what it fucking is. So don't tell me that beans aren't supposed to be in a burrito or whatever, okay,
Which-
people.
Who yells at you about burritos?
Oh, so
Theater.
people.
I was gonna say she lives in Colorado and is from Southern California, so pretty much everybody.
I've never
Yeah,
been
no.
yelled at about a burrito, and I've lived here since
but-
I was 10.
Oh,
Though
yeah,
I'm
no.
also-
and that-
I'm also just gonna say that along with like Gunk's self-description that they're a smuggler, their smoke that this is that very clearly shows them stealing something, and then like pulling out these burritos that have been outlawed. We
Yeah.
are like
Right. I know Hannah. It's fine. Remember, we're friends.
Yeah,
She
she's
won't
cool.
snitch. Yeah, Hannah's cool. Hey, Hannah, you want in on this?
Oh,
Want some
jeez.
burrito?
You know it. She
Come
comes
on.
over and just like tears off a piece and just starts eating. Yeah.
Friends, I may have had a change of heart. Is Sanballat a bad person? If he's
Yeah.
giving these burritos to the people who need them.
He's a
Do you know
dead
how much
person.
he charges for one of these?
Oh, perhaps that's where they get you.
Yeah.
The first little bite of burrito's free. The rest will cost you.
There's also
Yeah, and they're highly addictive. Yeah, so you shouldn't eat too
Oh,
much
well,
too fast.
I
Why
must
are you
have done
eating
it.
those?
What was that?
Why are you eating those if they're highly addictive?
'Cause they're delicious. Oh, no.
I'll just have the standard breakfast plate. Thank you, Hannah.
You got it. Scrambled lobster and eggs.
Oh, that actually sounds awesome.
Yeah, the eggs aren't scrambled. It's just the lobster that is.
Oh, I see. Regular eggs, scrambled lobster. My bad. That doesn't sound as good.
That's still better than getting it in a drink.
It's fair.
Fair enough. I start to show everyone the books that I found in my pack. Perhaps they just spawned up from the philosopher's book, and I let you look through them if you'd like. I give each of you a book to check out.
I kind of doubt I'm interested unless any of them are like about.
You got the
mushrooms.
magical properties of gemstones.
Oh, thanks,
Isn't there
Baz.
like herbs and flowers? But
Yes, actually, Blue, let us look at this one real quick. And I look through magical properties of herbs and flowers to see if there's anything about mold.
Or
sure, you can
mushrooms.
give me
fungus,
an
or
investigation check.
Investigation.
Oh, sorry. I clicked something in the chat.
Woo, still dodging those fumbles.
Jeez, yeah, you are. Okay, that's a 20 investigation. You read through this book pretty thoroughly, and you are positive that there is nothing in there about mushrooms or mold or anything. It is all just like thyme and dandelions and that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Every time they open a new page, I'm going to make an illusion using Druidcraft of like, because you can make a harmless sensory effect, right? So I'm going to make an illusion of the flower that they're looking at, so it looks like a pop-up book, but like a cool hologram.
Oh, like you just create a flower kind of growing out of the
Yeah.
thing. Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty. So they turned, and it's like the page on lilacs, and there's just like a lilac that grows out of the book as they're doing it.
Gunk, that's beautiful. Thank you.
You don't know that it's gunk.
Yeah, you don't know it's gunk.
Oh, I thought there's
No.
a verbal and somatic component. I was just thinking
I'm eating a
heard or saw
burrito. I'm
something.
just like, nom, 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 nom.
You said so yourself. Your passive perception is pretty
It is.
shitty.
It
so-
is. It's. I perhaps the book itself is doing this. Magical indeed.
There you go. So unless you wanted to do more things, I figure we could take a break and then do shopping / child hunting / town council
Yes.
meeting.
No, we need
Yes.
more burritos. Not addicted. You are.
Yeah, you don't have a problem with addiction
I
at
can
all.
stop anytime I want. I just don't want.
As you just
yeah.
found these things.
I know. I was skeptical, but now I get it.
Words. Yeah, so think about what you might want to get at shops with
Deal.
your newfound money.
Yes.
And we can take a break now.
That's
Alright.
good. We'll be back in 10 minutes or so, everybody. And see you all soon.
Peace.
Hello, everybody. We are back, hopefully. Yes. Well, my guide says we are. It's been wrong before on this exact stream. Yeah, we are back, and I'll turn it over to Rachel.
It was legitimately right as you said, and we're going to go back it, and then everything froze on my computer because my second screen died again. And so it was just like, took a moment for it all to come back, and I was super confused. And then you're like, and we're back. And I was like, oh shit. So it's fine. Everything's fine, and I'm fine. Yeah, so she says, you're not back for me. Chelsea did just now.
That is likely just due to timings. Because Andy was doing that off of when he heard me speak, and there's at least a 15-second delay to stream usually from there.
I have video and audio with streams, so I think Chelsea might just have a bit harder of a delay tonight. She just said that we're back.
Also, for some reason in my chat window, the word lobster is typed out, and I don't know why. Like, I typed it apparently, but I don't remember typing that at any point. So it just straight up says lobster, and I'm like, should I hit enter? Sure.
You're
Rock
secretly being
lobster?
influenced by a lobster. Just don't look behind you.
Chat's gonna understand in a bit why I just said lobster. It's fine. Yeah, so we're
They're
gonna
not going to understand why. You don't understand why.
I don't understand why it's there-ish. I don't know. Go away. It's fine. Be quiet. Anyway, welcome back. Shopping. Who would like to do what?
So Ocean wants to upgrade her plate mail to plate mail bikini. Yes, upgrade, because she needs to have her aesthetic, but also she rolled terribly for HP, so she needs the plate mail. Where could she go to find out how much that would cost and talk to somebody who could do it?
Give me an investigation check. Or perception, whichever you're better at, as you walk around and look for in the town.
Hey, nat 20. Does that also make it cost less somehow?
No. So you find this. I'm gonna do the thingy where I ping it and drag you. Over here is a place called the Dwarven Anvil, and it is a blacksmith. And if you would like to go inside and talk with people, you may. Are you by yourself? Are you guys going one by one, like to your different places all alone, or or are you doing stuff together? What's your thoughts?
I'll stick if there's a group. I'll definitely stick with the group.
I would want to go help hunt the child, so I wouldn't want to split up for too long.
I think
Okay, so
I would also say that if we're hunting the child, going into like the general shopping area and center of town, considering that it was said that he's like the baker's kid, we're all probably going in the same direction generally.
Yeah.
Plus, my job is being a guide, so I would very easily
just
be like,
now
"Oh,
a
you want
tour
armor over here?"
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's fair. Yeah, if
I
you're
feel
all
like Gunk has a
together,
little like one of the little like telescoping like things with like the flag, and here we can see.
Yeah, and I'll
I
definitely
don't
keep my eye
understand
out
this
for that,
reference.
for that kid.
I mean, you can make a perception check as you're walking towards the Dwarven Anvil.
15.
You look around and you are pretty sure that he is not anywhere in this vicinity.
Okay. Clear of child here.
Yeah, so you see, as you walk in, you see an elderly, dark-skinned woman who's, hammering at something on the big giant anvil. It's a human woman.
Hi, I need you to do something to my armor for me.
I mean, you got money?
Yeah, I have money. And also other things that you might be interested in.
We pretty much just take money here.
Oh, okay. So I had a chainmail bikini that protected me well as chainmail does. But then I found this plate armor.
I'm sorry, a what?
Chainmail bikini. I can show it to you. I'll take the chainmail bikini out of my bag. And
Can I touch it?
yeah, go ahead. It's a pretty common thing among the sea elves. We go underwater all the time, so we need to be in swimming gear, but also we need to be protected because we fight a lot of battles in the water and on the boats. The fighting, the boats, krakens. That one time that was scary. But it protected me as well as normal chainmail. But then I found this plate mail, but I need it to still be a bikini. So can you do this? Can you do that to this?
Well, I can do that in shape, but this feels magical. And that's not really my bag, but I got connections. So I can do it in shape and then I can send it to somebody. Or I can have them come visit. Either one works. It doesn't really matter to me. To have it have a similar enchantment to what your what did you call it? A bikini?
Yeah, chainmail bikini.
Mm-hmm. It's doable.
Perfect.
Definitely doable.
Great. What's the timeline for that, maybe?
Well, I'd say it's probably about a week for me to put in the effort to shape it, because I got some other jobs going on right now too. And then another week for my friend and magical guy to come down and enchant it.
Okay, that's a while considering how weak I feel, but I can make that work for sure. Yeah.
I mean, things can always be pushed up if you're willing to pay more.
Sure. How much would the base cost be, and then how much would the rush cost be?
The base cost would be 100 gold for the armor shaping, and then 200 gold for the enchantment. And the rush cost would be double that. So 200 for the shaping and 400 for the enchantment.
Great. I have 65 gold and some mushrooms.
So you could put a down payment and then give me the rest at the end of a week?
I have no idea what my money is going to look like at the end of a week. Can I give you the rest when I get it, and you can keep the plate mail as a deposit, basically, because it's pretty expensive, I think.
How about you can give me the deposit, and I'll take the plate mail. And if you can't pay for it in 6 months, I get to sell it.
That seems reasonable. If I can't pay for it in 6 months, I'm probably dead or gone.
That's concerning, but you're not paying me to ask questions, so I guess, do you want to give me, I mean, you could just give me the 50 right now if you want,
Sure.
and then the rest can come when we're done.
So that's another that's another 250, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In 2 weeks.
Great.
Or
that
6
sounds
months. I mean, it's your choice, I guess.
Totally. I'll totally have money. I'm very monetary.
That's a word I hear used often.
To be fair, Ocean, the council is trying to hire us for a job, apparently, so
It's
hopefully
true.
it will pay well.
Oh, this is for a
some.
council job, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you didn't say that.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing I'm a good citizen of Saltmarsh. I would never say anything ill about the council ever.
Right. So
How about if it's for the council, we could take off 25%?
I'm not good at math.
Fair. So that'd be 75 for the bikinian. And that would be $150 for the enchanting.
Great, and then with the 50 deposit, it's 175 that I owe you, right?
Yes.
Okay, that sounds great. Can I try to haggle with you? Maybe I can persuade you to take some mushrooms instead.
That's
Would
a
you-
question that usually you don't just ask. But I guess you're kind of weirdly charming in a strange way. And
Right.
I'd hope that you'd put the council a good word for me in the council.
Absolutely.
So, sure, give me your best shot. Haggle me. And you can roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh.
A 15.
A 15. Oh. All right. How about, since you're so weirdly charming, you give me. Are these mushrooms I can eat?
Yeah, definitely.
Like I could put them in a stew and
Yeah.
feed me and my boy?
Yeah, you can absolutely put them in your food.
You're going to see any of the party members, at least, will see like Virgil's eyes widen for just a moment and then like clamp back down to normal width, but you just see like lots of muscular tension going on. Like,
Gunk's just gonna straight up say, I wouldn't eat them if I were you. What is this lady's name?
You would know her. Her name is Mafera.
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 a
Mafera.
Mafera.
I guess you can pronounce
yeah.
it anyway. Yeah. Oh, hi, Go. I didn't even see you there.
Yeah, I'm down here. Sorry.
Do you know this lady? She's weirdly charming.
I wouldn't call her charming, but definitely weird. I wouldn't put any. Don't let her. Like, I'm gonna kind of like crawl up so that I've got my little face just on top of the counter. And I kind of like motion for her to come down. So I wouldn't let her talk you into taking any mushrooms or mold or spores or anything. Just take the gold. It can't be good for you.
Are the mushrooms bad?
I mean, we did see her shove some mushrooms in some guy's face, and then I don't know. There's some. Hang on. What happened to Ned? He
was fine.
He was
He
fine.
rolled a critical success, so he.
But we don't know that.
Yeah.
He was totally
but
fine.
we don't know
I think
that.
they were
He
like spicy or
mentioned-
something or hot. Yeah,
But he mentioned they were really hot, right?
because they
yeah.
were red mushrooms that came from a fireplace.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, she picks them up from everywhere. We don't know where they come from, so just careful. I'm not saying don't take it. I'm just saying maybe don't eat them.
Okay. What was your name again, ma'am?
My name's Ocean Blue.
Okay, Miss Blue. How about I knock another 50 off your total price if you give me the chainmail bikini when we make the trade?
Sure, that seems fair. I can do that.
Okay. It's a deal. So then you'll owe me 125.
Right, because of the 50 deposit. Okay, that sounds good. I can definitely make that in 6 months. Awesome.
All
Okay.
right. So you shake hands and she just looks kind of flustered still. And you officially, I'm assuming, do you just like take off your armor right there in the middle of the shop to
Yep. Change into the chainmail one. I
Hold
mean,
on.
you were
another customer comes in and it's just like picking up a sword that they had made and just kind of looking at you. And
I mean, I assume I'm wearing a real bikini under the chainmail bikini because it would really chafe otherwise.
Of
so
course.
Yeah, I still hold up a towel, like so she can hide behind it.
As the other customers like picking up like their sword and then like sort of like what the hell, Virgil's just gonna turn. I think you have what you came for. Move along.
sorry. All right.
cool. I'm done with my shopping then.
I want to sell some stuff.
You know to go to places that I remember. I totally wrote down which of these places are like stores and things so that I could know.
Sounds good. Yeah, well done.
Because otherwise it's just a whole list of places. Okay, up here
Ooh.
is a market that you know, or a store called Winston's Store.
Okay, yeah. We'll head up that way. Do you guys mind if we maybe sell some of this junk before we go see the baker?
Sure, before we go hunt children, that sounds good.
Yeah,
Can we-
hunt. I'm
I
not
wouldn't
comfortable
say
with
that
this
too
term.
loudly in public.
You see a few heads
Let's just-
turn, kind of like
Not
Seek them
got what
out.
you came
We're
for.
Seeking them out. Yes.
they hold their children a little bit closer to them as they walk by.
spec-
you.
not. We're not hunting kids. I call after them.
Merely
Can we
seeking them
not
out.
use the term? Can we not use hunting, seeking? Can we just use like we are going to the bakers? Can we just say that? Can we just say that?
That's fine. Of
instead?
course, yes.
Okay.
Going to the bakers
Christ.
for
I
children.
live here for Christ's sake.
They're going to the bakers for children.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, we'll walk through town and go to the market thing there.
Okay, so you go to Winston's store, and it is run by a halfling man named Winston because it's Winston's store. And yeah, he also, I don't know if anybody's interested in buying things as well,
Oh yes, of course.
but you can basically sell the items that you had for the amount that I told you they were worth,
Cool.
Monty. And then if you had other things, you could just let me know.
Cool. Yeah, I know Winston, so I walk in and, hey, Winston, how you doing?
God, I just have to come up with so many people's voices that I just don't have.
It's a shopping episode.
Hey!
I mean, the first ever, I was going to also say, the first ever shopping episode on Helpful Goat turned into freaking Epcot. Because Andy had basically done a different accent for every one of the shopkeepers. And I remember I literally made the comment to Parrot that I'm like, this feels like we're going through Epcot. And just Andy, like at the end of his rope going, I didn't think you were going to go to all of these people in one episode. Like, but I want to go back to like, France World.
France World. Winston just kind of always talks in a whisper. He's kind of just always like, you could tell me if my whisper's not picked up by the microphone, but I'll try and do like the stage whisper. Hello, Gunk.
Hey, Winston, how's that sore throat going?
You know that I had a throat injury and this is how I talk now.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
You're such a card.
I'm such an asshole, I know. We've got some stuff to sell if you maybe want to take it off our hands.
I might be interested in buying what you got.
Okay, I get my bag of holding and like take out the gold skull, the rose and the apples and the disc. And I also have a crystal orb that I forgot about, and I don't know where I picked that up.
The Alchemist.
Somewhere? The
Area, I
Alchemist,
believe.
yeah.
Somewhere, I just have crystal orb written here.
It's fair. I probably have the amount it's worth.
And the porcelain doll. I kind of want to keep the doll, though. I'm going to keep the doll. But, yeah.
You could just take out its eyes, or no?
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. I take out the doll and like prise out its eyes with the dagger, and then put the doll back in the bag.
And now you're doubly cursed. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Suddenly your eyes are pried out.
Oh god!
Oh, I'm uncomfortable. Okay.
I have
I don't fucking know.
stuff.
I'm not going to look through what the orb is.
Worth 55 gold. All
yeah.
up, apparently.
So, he says, sure, I can buy this weird things. I guess there's always a market. And he will take everything that you offer.
Cool.
And you have gold in that amount.
Awesome. All right, I'll keep the crystal ball for now because I don't remember where it was from, and that might be fun. Cool. That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah. So then you will see, if you guys want to look around on the shelf, there are some potions of healing. There's about 5 of them, and they've got a little price tag next to them. Those are 25 gold. And then there is I mean, do you ask him to like tell you what everything is, or?
Yeah. What you got in
everything,
stock at the moment?
Oh my.
Yeah, we've got some healing potions here. We've got a couple of different spell scrolls. If anybody's interested in spell scrolls, we've got the friends.
Yeah, the big bird over there. He likes reading, right? Right, Professor?
It's a bit more than just reading. Yes, friend, but yes, I do.
And he's got this one here is the friends spell. Can make a lot of friends. No downsides ever. The other one is Shield of Faith. If ever you need to protect those friends that you make. We also have this lovely bag of holding over here. And a potion of resistance for necromantic damage. I have a potion of water breathing.
You seem to have a decent amount of magical items. Do you have just a bit of parchment, some ink, some mage components?
He kind of sighs.
Incense, even? I need my teaching assistant.
I do have those things. And I would say you can fill whatever your component stuff would be for about 10 gold.
10 gold for the component?
Well, incense, parchment, ink, it's a lot of stuff, isn't it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Parchment, ink, incense, all that's separate. Because I need a certain amount of all of that. Components and just whatever.
Oh, I was combining them together because you said them together. Sorry.
No. I would buy 40 gold pieces worth of like parchment, ink, incense components.
Gotcha. Oh, so you weren't kidding that you really want a lot of this.
Oh, yes. A decent amount. Yes.
And he kind of like hobbles away, just like limps a little bit as he walks behind a curtain that's behind the counter and just comes out with just like an armful of just parchment and ink and incense and components and all that stuff.
Oh,
Did you want to buy a bag of holding to hold it all?
Oh, no, not quite. I think I'll just... I have many pockets in my bag.
Of course.
And honestly, I'm good on shopping. I will say, Dunlum, the healing potions might not be bad for a healer such as you, and even healer's kits. In fact, I think I'll buy one of those myself, a healer's kit.
Did I say that I had one here? You
I'm sorry, I didn't. Yes, I do not know if you have one. Good sir, do you have
one of them potions, though? That's a good point. We should probably all get at least one. Them healing potions.
Do not have that.
I only have 15 gold pieces. I can't afford a healing potion.
How much are
they? Healing potions are 25 gold.
25. All right.
A healing kit is 5 gold.
If you have one of those, then I'll certainly take that.
Yep.
Is that one of the things that... Do you need to be proficient in that?
You can stabilize somebody without needing to make a medicine check.
It has a certain number of charges.
It has 10 charges, and you can automatically use it to stabilize someone. So actually, Virgil will buy one of those, because I've only got a +2 on medicine. So
yeah, I'll get one of them too, and one of the potions of healing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Does
Dylan's considering a
anybody-
potion of
I'm gonna
healing,
get a healer's kit too.
Yeah.
but wow, everyone's getting healer's kits.
Which is
Yeah, you
really
ended up
fucking
working-
cool.
I think
We
I
almost-
Everybody realized when the healer went unconscious
Yeah,
yesterday.
last night
Oh
we
shit!
almost-
Well, to be fair, that was
Remember.
I had been keeping an eye on this. I'm like, okay, we're probably okay. Then it was like, I think Gunk rolled poorly, and I'm like, oh, I know Andy's not built for wisdom, and I'm not really either. So shit.
Hmm.
And somewhere in the back of my mind, I'm also considering the fact that fumbles on med checks usually end up getting counted as like a fail. And I'm like, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's no.
What was I just saying? Oh yeah, he's considering a healing potion, but he's kind of looking over. I think you mentioned a scroll of Shield of Faith.
Mhm.
Did I hear that right? All right,
You
he's gonna
did.
kind of look over that. You know, look at what's inside. How much might this be here? This here parchment.
Yes, all of my spell scrolls that I have out right now are 60 gold. They're worth every penny, though. You never know when you might need a shield.
I'm gonna whisper to Dunlum. I can try to get him to take some mushrooms too, and talk him down a little if you want.
He whispers back, "Go ahead. I think it might work. Give it a try."
And then
Dunlum, we
Winston-
live here.
Winston whispers back, I have really good hearing, and I'm actually a straight carnivore, so I don't ever need mushrooms.
Well, you don't have to eat them. You can just commune with them. It's really fun, and it's definitely like
I'm
worth
an-
10 gold piece off the price.
I'm an atheist carnivore. I don't commune with anything.
What is that like? You don't like commune with other people? You don't.
Are you trying to tell me that mushrooms are people?
No, but they're similar, right? They have very complicated molecular structures or whatever. Lena doesn't know these things. And they're really intelligent and they're like people.
No.
Persuasion!
Virgil is
You
like,
can roll at disadvantage.
Yeah, I
Virgil
don't
was
know
like-
this person, Winston. I've never met her in
What
my life.
kind of people are you bringing into my store?
I never met her before. I don't know. She just wandered in behind us. Don't know what to tell you.
Virgil's leaning in to whisper something to Baz, and then realizes that like the halfling has just whispered, "I have really good hearing." Blah blah blah, and it'll just be like, "What the hell is wrong with this town, Baz?"
I'll go ahead and respond in your mind with, I'm not exactly sure, but it's delightful, isn't it?
You got a
Under
problem
dismissal.
with Saltmarsh?
I said that in
The
his mind.
only things
No,
that I
he did. He said,
Oh,
"What's
he
wrong
said-
with this town?" Yeah.
the only things that I know about you, and I know about you within 2 minutes of having met you, is that you have a throat injury and are a strict carnivore atheist.
It's more than we know about most people.
Look, Saltmarsh is full of lots of interesting people. Winston's a town, hero, sort of. I mean,
I'm not embarrassed about my godlessness or my veggielessness.
I wasn't in. I'm out.
Did you want to buy anything after judging me so harshly?
Virgil's in the square. Virgil, like, as saying out, just once again turned around and just has walked out of the store. It's like, and like, as he's going out, call me if someone's trying to murder you.
Gunk, what kind of people are you bringing to my store?
they're not gonna be with me next time, I promise.
All these, like, notes I need to make about the character choices I'm making. Atheist carnivore.
I did say he's a town hero as well.
It's fine.
I'll step out with Virgil. And actually, if there's sort of a quiet little clearing under a tree nearby, I would like to spend 10 minutes and summon my teaching assistant.
Oh, yes. Dunlum, did you actually want to buy stuff before we all left?
He decided against buying the scroll, but, after Virgil kind of barged out. Pardon my friend there. I will take one of these here potions of healing.
Great. Here you go. Any other of my amazing wares you would like?
Dunlum
I'm
just kind of freezes, looking at everything around. Nope, no thank you. No thank you.
How much was the scroll? How much was
60.
the scroll again, sorry? 60?
The scrolls are 60.
What was it?
There
was
was
it?
Friends and Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith. That's the one that increases AC by 2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cleric and Paladin.
Yeah. Once Dunlum has walked out, I'll go up to the counter and say, hey, Winston, why don't you hand me that scroll, hey? How much did you want for it? 60?
Yes.
I didn't roll that.
What roll what?
Sorry.
What?
Oh, sorry. It must have been a lag because
Oh.
dice just appeared on my screen for some reason.
Weird.
That is crazy. Yeah.
I'll be like, look, we go way back, and I'm real sorry about bringing in these people, but tell you what, I'll buy the scroll from you, and then we're gonna be cool, right? I won't bring him back.
Trust you, Gunk. This is just one weird time, but I trust you.
How about a little bit of a discount on that scroll then? You seem such a loyal customer and all.
How about you give me a persuasion check at disadvantage?
I'm gonna use my rock.
Okay.
I
So
want
then
to
that's
see
just-
what it does.
That's just a straight up check, a straight up persuasion
Yeah.
check.
Oh, man.
I'm so excited to see what this curse does.
It was nice having this town
love
exist while it
kids.
did. Ho, ho.
11!
Oh,
Worth it?
Good thing.
Question
would have
mark?
had a critical fail, so that might have hurt your relationship with Winston.
Yeah.
An 11. All right, I'll knock 5 gold pieces off of it. You can have it for 55.
Ah, you're such a peach. All right, I'll take it.
I'd pinch your cheeks if it wouldn't kill me.
All right, no, you got to be real careful with that.
I know I learned the hard way.
Yeah, everybody
Is that how he
does.
got his throat injury?
He never survived from the poisoning. It just ate away at his esophagus. And
So
I once kissed
Wait.
a grung.
I kissed a grung and I liked it. No, I'm sorry. I'll stop.
no, and I died. I kissed a grung and I died. That's the song.
Somebody needs to sing that, but not me.
Okay.
Right.
Nothing happens yet.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, no.
It appears
So
harmless.
excited. It appears harmless. Yes. Cool. All right. See you, Winston. Make sure to drink lots of tea for that throat.
Thanks. Thanks, Gunk. And he laughs and then has a
Andy
coughing fit.
disappeared.
He's back, just cameraless. There we go. Andy, here's like a
Right.
clearing with a tree that you
Beautiful.
can just bring out your
Should
assistant.
only take about 10 minutes, and not too long, there's a little kind of wisp of smoke, and then that smoke turns into a small ferret that just sort of climbs up on my shoulder. I say, Ms. Ark, my friends, Virgil, Ocean, Gunk, and the rest. I don't know, is Joel out yet?
Like if it takes you 10 minutes to
Sure.
Yeah.
So I say, this is Ms. Ark right here. She's my teaching assistant. She's quite smart, smarter than the average ferret, so please mind what you say around her.
No. What kind of ferret is it? Is it one of those like pure mushrooms? Is it one of those pure white ones, or is it like got the little bandit mask?
Yeah, a little bit of a banded mass. It's kind of a little white, red, and sort of a deep brown coloration. It's a
Yeah.
cute one. Yes.
I'd pet her, but
You may offer her a mushroom. I don't mind. She's capable of making her own decisions.
I'll hold out one of the mushrooms I got from the house to her. Here, do you want this? You can become one.
And she'll just like and take a bite. And then Andy, how about you roll a d20 for me?
I'm so sorry if I kill your ferret.
These things do get expensive after a while. You can't kill her. She's unkillable.
Yeah,
I wouldn't worry about that, but
she's fine. She eats it. She kind of like she's fine.
Well, there you go.
I didn't see Andy's roll appear.
Oh, it was just to me.
neither.
It was a 19.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I still had Dunlum, or not Dunlum, GM tagged.
Okay, that's fine. I was like,
Sorry.
have the dice disappeared? Because
It was a 19, so the ferret rolled pretty well. All right. We can say that unless anybody has anywhere else. Oh no, the bakers. That's where you were going. I was like,
Yeah,
sure,
of course,
around meeting
yes.
time. The bakers. Okay. So the bakers is right around over here. And that's where
Alright.
that's
So,
where
like, the first place we should have got.
Yep. It's fine.
On the way there, I'm just going to hand the scroll.
No, because actually
over
the
to Dunlum.
council hall is right here. So, you kind of went up and around and then came back and you'll be
Right.
So yeah, it's
Yeah,
over
right on.
here. And that's where Philip lives with his moms who are both bakers that help
Cool.
like make all the different things. And one kind of specializes in breads and one specializes in fancy pastries and stuff.
Philip, you little thief, get out here!
at this,
Hold on.
Virgil's just gonna be like, oh, okay.
Sorry, too much. Is it too much?
Bring it down by at least
Sorry, I just
50%.
really need this back.
We'll get it back. Just don't be so aggressive, okay?
Fair enough. I will go and politely knock on the door.
Well, it's a bakery. It's open. You just go in. They sell stuff.
Then that was odd of me. I just walked in after I knocked on the door. Hello. Greetings, monsieur. I am Professor Baz Wolfwood of the Penalt
Is that
Academy.
what you say to a man? Or is that what you say to a woman? I don't know French.
You say madame to a woman, I
Yeah,
think.
Madame and Mademoiselle.
Yeah, no, there's two women that run the bakery. So
I say, pardon me. I am Baz Wolfwood of the Penalt Academy, and I was wondering, is there
Did
a
you
little
want some bread?
in due time? Is there a do you have?
Pastries. We have pastries too.
I'll take a pastry. What do you got?
Gunk.
Hey.
Remain polite.
Elizabeth?
Remain
Okay, so this
calm.
time we have some really lovely croissants.
Do you have a Philip here? Is there a Philip here somewhere in the back or something? Is there a Philip, a little child named Philip? Sorry.
Gunk, why is this strange man yelling about my child?
Well, you know how Philip likes to play that game where he takes something from someone and then goes and hides it somewhere else? You know how he loves playing that game with strangers in the street?
Oh, he is a little shit sometimes.
He is a real little shit, but he's adorable and everyone loves him. And it's just a game. He doesn't know what he's doing. So he may have been playing that game with my esteemed friend here. So if we can maybe just talk to him for a second.
Her
I
eyes
worry-
just narrow and she just goes, Philip! And just yells like real loud, just up at the ceiling. And you just hear like little of like his feet patting on the floor, and you just see a little head kind of poke around the door frame.
Do I recognize this as the child?
You do.
I say to my breath, there's the highway rubber.
I also feel like Virgil has at this point like crouched in under the door frame and is now like standing in here and is just hovering a hand like over Baz's head. Just
Virgil,
like in
Tim,
case
yes.
there needs to be a restraint.
Virgil, it's him. It's him. I see him now.
I'm aware, Baz.
I'm sorry, madam, but I seem to be missing a letter from a very dear friend of mine. It is. I'm a wizard and I have many magic items, but this is one of my few sacred things.
Before my life. I never met no bird person.
Well, he's just a goddamn liar.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely lying.
You can't trust him. He curses. Mom, you know you can't trust curses.
I apologize for the cursing, ma'am.
He took my mushroom, but I gave it to him, so that's okay. But we definitely met him. I don't know if he has the letter, but we met him.
And the mom is just like gonna pinch her brow, or like her, the bridge of her nose, and just kind of like, Philip, I don't already remember what my voice sounds like because Philip's voice is really high. It's fine.
Yours was high too. Mum's was high too.
Can you just get what you stole from this man? Please? And you see Philip just kind of hangs his head and he walks away slowly. And he comes back about a minute later and he just holds out the letter to you.
I snatch it in my talons.
It is definitely sticky.
Is it still in one piece? Is it readable? Is it?
I mean, do you want to open it up?
Yes, I'll make sure it's the genuine article.
It is absolutely your letter, but it's sticky with like honey and jam. And there are crayon drawings all around the bottom part and around the edges. It's not blocking out what's being written.
Yes.
But there are crayon drawings. Like there's like a little, like an owl looking person. And it just says like dum dum with an arrow pointing towards it. And you just
I love this
see.
kid.
If I feel anything that seems akin to a verbal component or a somatic component, there's just going to be an instant headlock. Advertisement. Could I get 2 croissants while this is all still in this particular reality?
Yeah, you got it. And she'll start packaging that up. But yeah, you just see like, there's little like almost like a poop emoji drawn with little stink lines coming off of it next to you. And you can see what probably is a picture of him, and he's like flexing and looks like he's got big muscles, but he's still just a little kid.
Like every great sacred object of this world, it gets more valuable with a bit of patine on it. Thank you for returning it.
We don't sell poutine here. You have to go to the other store for that. I'm sorry.
Not poutine. It's never mind.
Jam,
Thank you for the.
That's jam. And
Yes.
some honey. This
Do you
child
want
is-
any of that poutine though? It's real good. It's just across the street and down a little bit.
Actually, sounds nice.
wouldn't mind
Thank you,
stopping.
madam, for your help. Thank you, Philip, for your. You. Okay. And then
You're
I
welcome.
step
And then
out.
he thinks his mom isn't looking. He just sticks his tongue out at you.
Fair enough.
He's a good kid.
I feel like I just take like my little bag of like croissants. Thank you.
On the way out, he weighs twice as much.
Virgil or the boy?
The boy.
Oh.
There's no verbal or somatic component to it.
You just hear him.
He
like,
just weighs
scream.
twice as much, and it's
Mom!
harder for him to walk around.
Mom,
a
I
little
can't
bit.
lift my foot. Mom, I think I'm dying.
It'll be harmless for him.
Mom,
And then
I can't move.
Go outside.
Yeah. There you go.
I'll take some of those pink scrolls over there. Stuff with the pink frosting. Can I get one of them?
Oh, sure. Yes, we have this
Thanks.
lovely, I don't know, pink pastry shit that Rachel doesn't know. Here you go.
I don't know either. Thank you.
And
then I'll
if anybody
follow
else
that
wants to check out any other things, you can. Otherwise, it could be 3:00 and your town council meeting.
I feel good. I have all the stuff I need. What do you say that we see what this town has to offer?
Yeah, let's go talk to them about saving the world.
Yeah, we can grab some poutine on the way.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Bit of
Get some
poutine.
poutine for lunch. There you go.
How much is that?
It's a pittance. That don't even worry about it, because I'll go insane if I have to take out how much you eat every day.
No, I'm going to, though. It's fine.
It's 5 copper
50 gold.
per
Beautiful.
serving.
Best poutine ever.
Dunlum has a serving. It's fine.
Mhm.
I hate you all. I'm like, no, really, let's not worry about money. And you're like, we must micromanage
Oh, I
everything,
don't-
though.
You don't have to worry. I'll just.
No.
I have to come up with prices.
I was gonna say
Oh, that's
the
true.
croissants cost imaginary sum that
There you go.
I had separate from the amount of money I recorded, as did my poutine.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go into the council hall. It is a large brick building, built of sturdy stone from the nearby cliffs and a variety of hardwood from the nearby Hool marshes. A wooden sign depicting a net filled with fish hangs above the double doors leading into the hall, and a small tower rises from the building, housing a horn at the top, which is blown to announce the beginning of a council session or other significant events. It has not been blown for this. So yeah, you go in to the town hall, and it's just you're kind of led into a big open room, and there's 5 people sitting behind like a long table, and then there's chairs and tables kind of facing them if you wanted to sit down. And you would look, the 5 council members, which Gunk would know who they were from being here. So I can just tell you who they are, and you can write their names, but you don't actually know them yet. You see a female human sitting in the center. She appears to be the senior town council member, and her name is Ada Owland. Oweland. And she has short-cut gray hair and kind of a rough face that shows the marks of living a life outdoors. You see Gellin Primewater, a male human, who is a dapper older gentleman with a neatly trimmed beard and a fancy wardrobe. He is described in the book as a foppish dandy, which is not a saying I thought I would ever have to say.
Thank you, Wizards of the Coast.
Then you recognize Eleander Fireborn is on the council as well. Manistrad Copperlocks is a female dwarf, and she is the head of the mining operation in
What was her name?
town. Manistrad, Manistrad. Copperlocks. And Anders Solmore. He is a male human, and he is very young looking and slight, with sharp features and a big toothy smile. So as you come in, Ada, the head person, so they all kind of like, Ada waves you in and is like, "Hi, yes, thank you for coming to the summons for this town council meeting. I know it's short notice, but it's very important. These are my other council members," and they introduce themselves. Just say their names because I don't feel like saying it all for them right now. And so I believe that Eleander paid you handsomely for taking out the Sanballet and the land-based side of his smuggling operation, yes?
Quite, yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Land-based?
Yes,
Well, yeah,
that is.
of course they got boats. How do you think smuggling works?
True.
That is the point.
Horses
Virgil,
just backing
I
slowly to the
believe.
door.
Oh, Virgil, that's where he was. Okay. Just put it together. Okay, sorry, go ahead. Please continue.
You okay there?
Yep, just figured out a major plot point.
Okay. So, well, Sanballat and his gang has been quite a thorn in our side for a while, and we greatly appreciate you taking care of him and also bringing in that Ned fellow for us to interrogate. And we were hoping to employ your services once again to perhaps then take out the sea-based portion of the operation. We thought that maybe because you have some experience in this already, you've kind of, dealt with some of them before, that we could.
It's okay.
Are you petting his haunches?
Pet him just a bit. Steady, friend.
It's not weird at all.
Then we can, before they make another land base somewhere, we thought we could just wipe them out completely.
Right, and that's very interesting, my lady. But did Eleander...
Ada's
also...
fine, thank you.
Ada, that's super interesting, and I'm really here for it. I appreciate you. And also, did Eleander tell you about the whole saving the world thing and the bad thing that's coming and how we all need to become one?
Listen, Ada.
He didn't actually.
Oh.
Look, how exactly are you? Let's just table that for a second, Blue.
But it's really important, Gunk.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. You know what else is important? The fact that the councilmen have like guards and like ships and an army, and they expect like 5 complete strangers who just half of which just wandered into town the other day to take out a whole smuggling operation. It don't really make a lot of sense.
Well, we definitely don't have an army. We're just a small town.
No, I know that, but you could bring in reinforcements if you wanted. I mean,
we could, but you know how much the king hates smuggling, and we'd kind of just prefer if he didn't know that this was a thing that had popped up around here. So if we could keep it a little bit on the down low, if that's possible.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Enough coin, I suppose anything is possible.
Ah, yes. And you see the foppish dandy, Kellen Primewater.
Virgil kind of like rears slightly.
Coin? We could always give you a coin. I mean, we were definitely planning on offering that to you. I mean, don't be silly. We wouldn't expect you to do this for free. Is there a problem, my fair horse fellow?
Several, but what kind of coin are we talking about?
500 gold pieces total between the 5 of you.
I like that you just peeked square off the mic for the entirety of the word 5. It was 100, and I'm just like,
we'll do it for 650. I'm not very good at math. I need a very specific amount of money out of this.
You will do it for 500 because that's a pretty good amount of money.
Well, that leaves me 15 gold pieces short.
I'm sure I don't know what you're referring to.
Okay, let me explain. I put down a deposit on a plate mail bikini, and so they're holding my plate order and also the deposit, and I need to pay them
So
within
would you like
6
me to
months.
finish explaining to you what the actual job is before we start haggling over prices? That's so gauche.
I don't know what that word means.
Owl, do you know what that word means? You must.
I do. It's
Owl,
not
that was a
the-
little racist, don't you think?
I
It's
don't
not
know
the-
anybody's names.
He's an Aarakocra.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you, friends. Please continue letting us know what you need us to do and keep secret for 500 gold.
Well, it's not just an Ada pops in again. It's not just that it's needing to keep secret. Like, we're not paying you to keep your mouth shut. We just didn't want to, make the crown aware of what's happening here.
Oh, so it's less a matter of being paid and doing something for secret. It's being paid and deceiving the crown.
And
I have no
Yes.
problem with that. I
Leander's
don't really
just
want
like,
a crown here either,
whoa,
so.
whoa, we're not, there's no deceiving the crown here. That's not, I'm not okay with that. You're not okay with that. Nobody's okay with that. There's
don't know
definitely
what
no
crown is
deceit.
I'm okay with that.
I'm not. I don't generally like deceiving anybody.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the
she
crown's not
gets
a
it.
person. They're like the big
Isn't there a
authority that, I don't know. I don't know anything about Saltmarsh.
I
King
read
Scotty.
about it. Yes, thank you. I was like, let me look through my notes. Yes, King Scotty. I'm not going to do anything that goes against him, which is why I want to take care of these smugglers, because King Scotty hates smugglers. No offense to present company. Just this particular smuggling
None taken.
operation. So we don't really need to deceive anybody. I guess just we're trying not to bring in the big guns. We're bringing in the medium guns.
Fair enough. What is it you need us to do exactly with the sea portion of this gang?
So what we want you to do is we want you to we have found out that the name of the boat is the Sea Ghost. Fitting for the fake haunted house, I suppose. The name of the boat is the Sea Ghost, and we would like you to sneak onto it at night and get whatever information you can, and also either by whatever means necessary end their smuggling operation. So that is either, capture if you can, but kill if you must.
We're just going to put a hand up. Is there a premium for the capture option, or is it all flat rate?
If you
Good
can,
question.
if you can get us the higher ups that are still there, we'll throw in another 50 gold per person you bring back alive.
Congratulations, everyone on the boat just got a promotion.
Do you need the boat and its contents afterward, or is that fair game?
We don't need its contents. If you find evidence, we'd like to know about it, because we think that it might help us to, root out where they're smuggling up, where they were smuggling from, where they were smuggling to. That's important. And then Gellin kind of pops in and is like, yes, it's very important for us to know about this. I must know where they are smuggling to and from. It's just, I must.
Does
And
anyone
the
else
boat
get
itself, you would rather it not be just entirely set on fire? You want it back in one piece, or might we be incentivized to keep it ourselves?
I don't believe we have a need for the boat. If you desperately want to set it on fire for some purpose, you can. Otherwise, I guess
Can we
if you
keep it, though?
finish
Objection, Your Honor.
this, Dunlum, this isn't a court of law. Did you have something you wanted to
Oh,
say?
yeah, of course. Oh, I couldn't
I'm
bear to
just a
see a
simple
fine.
cleric.
I couldn't bear to see a fine shipping vessel simply set ablaze without reason. You see, I'm sure that could be arranged to be put somewhere else instead of lit on fire.
Can we keep it? Can we have it?
I don't really know how to split a boat among 5 people, but I suppose.
Yeah, but you can let us take care of that.
We could work out a timeshare arrangement. I'm sure it'll be fine.
It's a
Yeah, whatever that is, it'd be fine.
And you
I'll
see
be
that they're
Virgil.
just gonna hold on, just one moment, and they'll just all kind of turn in and discuss with each other. And there's just kind of like some heated discussions. And Gellin, the loud, vivacious one, is just kind of like gesturing wildly, and the young one is just kind of bored and picking his fingernails, and the dwarf is kind of just sternly sitting there, and they're kind of just arguing back and forth. And like, oh, all right, I suppose we don't really have need for another boat. So if you find it and can empty it and get us what we need, then I suppose it's yours.
Okay,
That gives
sure.
us
Sounds great.
a great amount of motivation. Yes, thank you.
Very motivating. And also, can I talk to you about saving the world?
Is the world in danger?
Yes, the world's in a lot of danger. Myself and my love, we had these prophetic dreams about something that is coming that's going to destroy the world and remake it in its image and kill or hurt a lot of living things.
Sure.
And we
This
also-
sounds like something. How about you come to my office and you can tell my clerk?
Well, I think it's really important that you know firsthand.
Mhm. And I'm sure you do think that, but we have some other issues to tend to. During this town council meeting, we're very busy. She kind of picks up some papers and just
question.
stacks them.
The world's in danger.
Yes, Virgil, yes.
How are we supposed to find this sea ghost?
Oh, yes. So Ned said that there is tomorrow is when a pickup should have been from their location in the haunted house.
Ah, yes,
So-
lovely place to have a picnic.
So there's definitely going to be nearby at that moment. So we can give you a rowboat or some kind of thing. You'll need to be rowing in the dark. You can't have lights on, so that you can get there and find it. It'll be around there at that time.
This is something a little larger than a rowboat. My friend alone is larger than a rowboat.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, by tomorrow we will have transportation made available to fit this menagerie of adventurers we have here.
Interesting. And you say they were going to pick up a shipment from the hideout area.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
That's what Ned told us.
Yes.
And I just want to confirm you're paying us 625 gold?
No, dear. It was 500 plus an extra 50 for each
I love
alive
being on this
higher up
side of Lena's haggling. It's awesome.
And there's no real
and a boat.
and there's no cap on that. 50
Well, so
per
they-
person.
Per important higher up person.
Fair enough, but if there were a bunch of them, you're not going to say, "Oh, no, only 100 extra gold total."
I will say that I don't expect that there are more than 4.
Well, that's
Oddly
enough money, so that's
specific.
okay. Also, can you, tell us about those 4? You seem to know
4
more
is-
than you're telling us.
Sounds plenty to sail a ship.
Make a
I mean, Gunk
persuasion
would
check.
know who's high up.
You don't know this operation very well.
Not super well, but like I'd probably
8.
know. Oh no.
Our rolls have been so bad.
What? Yeah, they really
Our
have.
rolls. You have a +5 to persuasion.
Yeah. So I'm rolling 3s.
Well, he wasn't able to tell us too much. He couldn't quite withstand the questioning that we gave him. So,
Did you try letting him have a rest and then asking questions again later? I found that it helps if you just, give people questions in small, digestible chunks.
yes, he's
Yeah, but torture
resting.
don't really work like that, Blue. Unfortunately, so
Nobody said that word.
Torturing him?
Nobody
Well-
said
He
that
wants
word.
to help save the world.
oh,
Aleander said that you wouldn't Aleander said you'd give him a trial.
Yeah, there's been no torture. We're not the torturing kind.
Oh, okay, good. I'm really glad to hear that.
Of course, everything always says he'll have a trial. We were just asking him some questions, and he was just having a bit of a hard time being motivated to answer them.
Sometimes
tell
I
you.
find that a nap and a nice mushroom helps me be more motivated.
I can tell you there are 3 big names that he mentioned, and that is Bloody Bjorn, Foul Frithoff, and Punkita, which are all
Foul
the names in
who?
this fucking book.
Frithoff.
Frithoff. Frithoff.
Okay.
And
And
then
what was the last one?
Punkita is Punketah. Could be Punkita, I guess.
No, I like Paquito.
I like Punkita.
Yeah.
We believe
Interesting.
that they are more so of the pirating variety than of just the plain smuggling variety. But that's all the information that we have.
Well, interesting. And so you say you will find us a boat for tomorrow evening to set out to make our way aboard this ship, do what we can with survivors, find any evidence of their organization, and yes, go on from there. That sounds genuinely exciting, friends. I don't know about you, but I've never before been a pirate.
Yeah, it's not so great.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a Marine. It's not that exciting.
Yeah.
And it doesn't sound like there's going to be a lot of mold or mushrooms, so it doesn't sound great.
The food is absolutely terrible. Just so you know.
There might be moldy food. That's a good point, Gunk. Thank you. That cheers me up.
And to your point, Blue, if criminal organizations such as this are taken care of now, perhaps when the time comes for the world to be saved, we can divert our attentions elsewhere appropriately, instead of having to also contend with such petty criminals.
Well, I
This
think
is-
when we save the world, we're all going to become one, right? So they wouldn't really be petty criminals anymore. They'd be one with the rest of us.
So are you
Do you mean, like,
Fair
accepting
enough.
this
when you say-
job, or are you just going to stand here and talk
Virgil's
in
actually
front
going to
of
hold
us?
up his hand. No,
Wait.
no. This is important.
Can I just ask real quick, Ocean? When you say become one, do you mean like physically all meld into one being? Are you talking like a psychological type of connection?
Being of one mind, perhaps.
Smora's been a little unclear about that. I'm not totally sure. She's had much more clear prophetic dreams than I have, but sometimes she struggles to communicate them to me. But, becoming one, all becoming the same being. I don't know if it's physical or just psychological, but we'll all be the same together.
Okay, either
That's
way kind of sucks. I mean, the physical one is more disturbing personally, but either way, I don't really want much part of it. I'll take the job. I don't know about the rest of them, but I'm happy to go. I want Sam Ballett's operation over.
Seafaring
Same.
adventure. I'm in.
Virgil, it is a bit of coin, though it is water. I know you are squeamish about that.
Well, if the ship is leaving tomorrow night and you're going, I'm going because you hired me for 4 days.
Oh, that's true. The clock is still ticking on that, isn't it? I am deeply glad it is. In that case, with my trusty bodyguard, I, of course, will go. Ocean, what do you think?
I mean, I need the money. I need to get my plate mail bikini.
This is
And
true.
you're paying us 625 gold pieces.
See, there are little good things I think we can do along the way to the larger good thing that you are looking for.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't have to be all or nothing. We can help people while we're working towards becoming one, and then there won't be people to help anymore because we'll all be one.
Precisely. It is excellently put. I believe then, yes, I think we're all in agreement for the moment. We shall undertake this job of yours.
Thank you. Okay, so tomorrow evening, we will have a boat ready to fit everybody to take you to the Sea Ghosts. You will get 500 for
Yes.
fully stopping their operation and 50 for each alive higher up to 4. And the boat is yours, whatever it is that happens to it. Yes?
Sounds amazing.
Deal.
Friends, we're going to be pirates.
Yeah, I told you it's not that great.
We're also on the wrong side.
It's mostly just a lot of hard manual labor, Baz.
We're going to be anti-pirates. The best kind of pirate.
And Tyrits.
Could be good pirates, sorta, I guess, kinda.
And as we're leaving, I would like to pull Ocean aside for just one moment.
Sure.
I must say, I had a strange dream last night. I dreamt of a shadowy sort of figure made out of mold. I don't remember much else about it. Does anything like that sound familiar to you?
You met Spora. She must like that you like the mushrooms too. She must think that you're going to be a good asset in helping save the world. She's coming to you to talk to you to help you figure out how to save the world too. Hold the mushroom at night and she'll come to you more and she'll tell you what we need to do.
I was hoping you would say that it was going to be just a bit of bad beef that I ate or something.
Why would you hope that? Don't you want to save the world?
Oh, it is not that, of course. If the world needs saving, I certainly do, but it just seems not exactly in line with my academic pursuits at the moment.
That's okay.
Which is
Spora
fine.
wouldn't have come if she didn't think that you were able to do it. Believe in yourself. She helped me believe in myself.
Interesting. You know, you're the second member of this party that's told me that. Well, thank you. Yes, I will. I will keep the mushroom close. I will. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, it's great. She'll come again, I promise.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that would be a good place to stop for tonight.
Yeah.
That's lovely. That was fun. I like shopping episodes.
We had a shopping episode.
I enjoy
Nothing
it.
wrong with that.
Hunted some
I-
children.
Have a lot of notes about characters now that I didn't anticipate.
Yep. Welcome to one of the reasons why people don't keep going back to the same places in tier, because I'd be screwed. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here on Helpful Goat Presents The Goats of Saltmarsh. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and follow us here on twitch.tv/helpfulgoat. Follow us on Twitter @helpfulgoat, or use !Discord as the command in the chat to get a link to join our Discord.
Also, we should say happy birthday to Andrew, our very own Milky Bladder Squeezing.
Happy birthday, Andrew.
I'm just going to decline the second part of that, but a very happy birthday, Andrew.
Yes, happy birthday, Andrew.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you so much for the reminder. Yeah, but you can go ahead and use that link, join our Discord, hang out with us. Tomorrow we will have the first episode, or the first session of season arc chunk 2 of Spire. Super looking forward to that. And then that'll be at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific, same time as last time, right?
Yes.
I was like, you know this better
We
than I do.
didn't say mountains, so my brain was like,
Sorry.
yes.
Yes, I just gave you a math problem. And then you can
and also just important to know that you don't need to have watched the first season of Spire to
they're
this one.
Yeah.
They're
both
unconnected.
inspired,
it's all
but they're
new
not connected.
characters, all new things. So just you can come and enjoy the weirdness of Spire.
Starting fresh. And then on Friday, there will be Fates of Rin starting at 9 p.m. Eastern, where you can join the family figuring out what to do with the eternal mess that is their lives.
I can't wait. It's so exciting.
Oh, God. He's excited. Everyone hold still. His vision is based on movement. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Stay safe, be well, be kind to others and to yourself. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Bye.
Love you all.